We can always find our way to a fun moment, even in the shady bunch.
I'm still on mute. What's going on, everybody? This be your boy Scott by Nature TV. Everybody that's up here, please introduce yourselves, child. Please introduce yourselves.
Well, I guess I'll go first. Hey, Simply Sakina. Hey, that's me. What's up?
What's up? Just Eyes on TV.
CB Chocolate Beauty. Hi, everybody.
What's up, y'all? Really BTV. Hi.
And this is the Whether You Like It or Not Real Housewives of Potomac panel. Now, y'all is not here tonight. He had already told me that he wouldn't be able to do it. I think that was Saturday night. We already talked. So he won't be here tonight with his sarcasm, and his pettiness will be missed tonight. It definitely will be. It will be missed tonight.
His pettiness will be missed.
Terrence will be late.
As always.
Terrence will be late as always. So he'll be here. And what else? I know y'all was asking about Reggie, but Reggie is actually here in Mississippi. He's here visiting family, so he will not be here tonight. Okay, so I know y'all love y'all some Reggie, but Reggie can't be here today, y'all. He can't be here today. But however, we're about to get the show started. First off, so how is everybody up here?
I'm just trying to make it.
I'm about to say I'm here, honey. I am here.
I'm present.
Okay.
Same.
It's
the first y'all and a Monday, and we all tired.
Right.
Just like how we're tired of the season. Thank you, Holy Ghost. That is done.
Yeah. Did anybody dress up for Halloween?
No.
I was at work.
Oh, yeah.
We know you did. Oh, we know you did.
Me and my boys were, well, I won't call them, not all of them boys, but we was Lil Nas X industry baby. Oh my God. So we did that, man. If y'all will check out on Instagram, you'll see it there.
It was real cute.
It was. Who idea was that anyway?
Darian Dyrell's. This boy named Darian.
Come on, Darian Dyrell.
Why you say like this boy?
This boy.
Scotty laughing because he knows what's up.
Oh, insider.
It's not really an insider. He just can't talk about it on camera.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. That's the only thing. But is y'all ready for Thanksgiving? Because I feel like today is basically the official countdown to Thanksgiving. That's what I think. I'm ready.
Don't remind me.
I hate Thanksgiving.
Why?
You know what? Thanksgiving just hasn't been the same for me since my grandmother died, so I don't care no more.
Oh, well, I understand.
Yeah. It just, I don't know, it just feels like everybody is just scattered, and it just, I don't know, it used to be like, it used to be so many people there, and it was just so much, and now it's just like, womp womp.
Well, you know, it's normally like that with families, you know what I mean? Like, especially like Black families, it's like when the great grandmothers or the grandmothers themselves pass away, it just seems like family traditions die right along with them.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's normally how it happens. But, you know, I can't relate because I'm not close to none of my grandparents. So, I mean,
but now I love Christmas. Christmas is my favorite time of the year. So I'm just ready to let all the Thanksgiving people get it out their system so we can get to Christmas.
But that's when you do it. Right now with the Christmas tree bust out, okay?
Right, come on,
I was always raised that Christmas doesn't start until after Thanksgiving. So
no, Christmas music is going to start playing on the 15th.
I listen to Christmas music. I've been watching my Hallmark Christmas movies for a week, and I listen to Christmas music. But I'm just saying, I'm gonna let the Thanksgiving people get it out their system.
I really
Thanksgiving is the champion of all champions. They're the only ones that play before and after the holiday.
This year went by so quick. I feel like yesterday was just January. Shoot.
Hello.
I know, right?
That's what I said. Definitely be past. Like, come on now.
Most definitely. Yeah, it's like the years go by fast, and I'm getting fucking pissed off because that means I'm getting older. And
you slow it down. Hello.
Oh Lord, y'all young whippersnappers.
Baby, I am not that young anymore. My legs do not work the same anymore. I can't walk.
Yeah, your body feels.
Well, if you keep them out the air.
Okay, first of all, let me tell you something. When I light your ass up tonight, don't be surprised to see I told you before we went on live that I wasn't gonna do this with you. But since you want to start with me, you see how they do, Sakina. They love to start with me, but when I pop the fuck up, then they love to try to say, I cannot believe that, Scotty. I can't believe that, Scotty. Oh, really? B, I got your motherfucking ass. You just wait. I'm gonna get you when you least expect it. Trust and believe.
Oh my god.
But since you want to talk.
Oh my goodness. Oh Lord.
Legs to the moon.
What is happening?
When he be getting, let me show.
Let them know, Josiah. Legs to the moon.
Legs.
That's the most action I've seen all year.
And no depends like Rashida. No depends like Rashida. No depends.
Oh.
You remember what K. Michelle said? She a grandmother rapping about her legs to the moon with the pins on. But anyway, let's get into the show, okay? So we're going to start this thing off with the tweets of the week. I think that's our favorite part of the show, child. We're going to start this show off with the tweets of the week. Let's go. And tonight's tweets were definitely picked out by our very own Josiah's World TV, and he knew what he was doing when he chose them, child. I can tell you that much. So here is the very first tweet of the night. Okay, it reads: "Candace is right. White privilege saved Michael from jail. Let's be real. Hashtag Real Housewives of Potomac." What y'all think about that?
No lies detected.
Yeah, right. Because ain't no black man gonna act a fool like that and still be walking among us.
Right. Like if a black dude if a black dude was accused of touching on a producer or any other women on the show, he would not even be allowed on set. And the woman that's married to him would probably either be demoted or fired.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, Michael absolutely should have been fired and actually should be off the show. Or well, no, I just think she should be off the show. But I mean, you saw what they tried to do to Chris last year, Chris Samuels, and hell, all he did was stand up, and they act like they had to call in security and all kinds of stuff. And I was like, okay, all he did was, his voice did get a little elevated, and he stood up. Like, I don't even think it was that serious.
Yep, he definitely need to be gone, both of them, because Ashley ain't gave shit. You a mom. Congratulations. Let's move on.
And then you see at the end, she's talking about they trying for baby number 3. Girl, if you don't go sit your ass down.
Baby, I didn't even acknowledge that. If that's gonna be your storyline for next season, please, friend of the show or off. We don't need to see her main storyline because, quite frankly, we don't give a fuck.
We really don't, honestly. Like, we don't. Like, I could really go without another storyline about Ashley and Michael and their sex life and them having kids. I could really do without it.
Because next season is gonna start off about how her and Michael are doing as amazing as they ever been, or whatever the fuck she say every season.
But Michael has not been featured on this season that much, so. Is it possible that could be a part of the agreement with Bravo that he would be away from the camera and make it a storyline to like?
I think so.
Off?
Yeah,
I think it's a mix of that, and he don't want to be around them because that's what everybody keeps saying.
No, I think that's what they're saying to save face, but I do think it's an agreement because I don't think it's coincidental that Michael hasn't filmed at all this season until the season finale is the only time he was around the other people.
Yeah, because he mainly only films with Ashley. He don't film with the rest of them.
Yeah, I don't think that's coincidental. I agree with you, Chocolate Beauty. I think that was some sort of agreement that him and production came to, and that's probably what kept Ashley on the show. Like they probably did that as a way to keep Ashley on the show.
Giselle and Robin probably are the reason behind why Ashley is still on the show. Truth be told,
maybe.
Okay, but let's go to the next tweet of the night. Okay, this tweet reads, hashtag RHOP Michael when he sees Juan.
If y'all seen what Jay-Z and Kelly Rowland video, you know.
I don't even understand why this is even a storyline that's so inappropriate. It's inappropriate. Like you want to talk about you want to give somebody head on national television and you married and that person is married to another child. But I don't even know why Robin even acknowledges it with all the sexual harassment stuff that's going on with it. Maybe I'm just being too sensitive.
No, Shad Pearl, you said that Juan, you don't think it's an agreement because Juan doesn't come around either. Juan never filmed. Michael did. Juan,
yes.
Like we haven't seen Juan since we could probably count on one hand how many scenes we've seen Juan in since season 1.
And so Juan always said he didn't like filming because of his job.
For Juan not to film. So that's different. Michael used to film. Michael used to come to all the damn events and he used to film with the other groups and stuff like that. This is new for Michael not to film. So to me,
he used to go there for free ass grabs.
Well,
Hot on film.
Secret love.
Tracy, yes, Tracy. Yes, yes. You better say it. You better say it.
Tracy, you are so crazy.
You better say it, girl.
Their whole entire engagement is awkward.
Their whole relationship is awkward. It's hard to watch.
That's all that we need to know. This episode sealed the deal for me.
It's hard to watch
later.
Child.
Yes, most definitely. Like for real, because I can't even believe that they are really making this a thing. They are really making this a thing, obviously. Okay, next up is, did Ray just say that Ashley's kids are surprisingly good looking?
Yo, when I tell y'all the way I hollered when Ray said that shit,
I couldn't even believe he said that, and the fact that he said it's so smooth.
Listen,
surprisingly good.
He said that so smooth.
First of all, Ray. Hold on, Ray. That's all I'm gonna say. That's it.
Say what else you wanted to say.
Cause I don't.
Say what else you wanted to say. Inquiring minds want to know. I think everybody wants to know what you have.
Y'all know.
Listen, Ray Slick be reading on the sleep.
Not Slick.
Yeah.
He be straightforward, okay?
But listen, like I wasn't even like that read right there was unexpected. Like when he said that shit, I'm like, did Michael even understand what he said? Like, is he calling Michael ugly? That's what it sounds like to me. That's what it sounds like to me. It sounds like he calling him ugly. Like just like this, just like Auntie Didi said in the chat, Ray is an old school reader. That is facts. Most definitely facts. That's facts. Facts on top of facts. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Okay. The next tweet is, why are we getting mad at Robin for expressing genuine concerns around raising a child?
Because the shoe was fitting. He know damn well he was not there.
I disagree. We can save it for that part of the episode.
You want to wait for the? Oh, Josiah probably finna drive home. Probably.
I'm about to say he probably on his way to the house.
He about to drive it. Wait a minute, he leaving me up here with all these girls. Oh my god. Really, B, you better shut up now. I'm waiting on your ass. You better be quiet.
I stopped myself.
You better be quiet now.
I stopped myself.
But go ahead. What you finna say though? For real. What you finna say?
I feel about this situation. Okay, so I wasn't there, so I can't say what Juan did or did not do. But let's assume for a minute that Robin is telling the truth and that Juan was totally absent. He ain't changing out their diaper, whatever. My part in this is, I think he like y'all like this is literally the fourth time you have brought that up and have said the same damn thing. Either he gets it or he doesn't get it. And my thing is, stop trying to embarrass this man on camera. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like, hey, Josiah.
Hey, Josiah.
Look at him. My friend's so cute.
And that was so fast.
I know. I know.
I don't have my lighting today, so I'm gonna be
you
sitting
okay,
in the partial dark.
okay.
You still handsome.
But I just feel like, honestly, in that moment, because like you saw his reaction at the restaurant. So then you have this whole scene where you bring it up again. And I'm just like, and like Juan said, you just trying to make me look like I wasn't an ain't shit daddy. Like, don't do that. And I just feel like at some point, like, let's pretend like this relationship is real. At some point,
pretend,
you gotta let that shit go. Like, we've got to stop bringing up all of the things that went wrong in our marriage if we're going to move forward and really try to make it work. Like, I feel like they've both acknowledged what they did wrong and both acknowledged what they did to each other. At what point are we going to move forward? That's all I'm saying.
No, I don't.
You shaking your head for me.
I listen. No, because I don't think people were paying attention to what he said. He said, you're always bringing up what I did and what I didn't do.
Wait.
About what you didn't do and what you did in the relationship. Let's talk about that. You're always bringing up what I did. Then am I the only person that heard that? When he
we're gonna get into it when we get to that scene.
Well, I had said that, but then you was like, go ahead. So
we're gonna get into it. We get into this. Really want a problem with me, but I'm gonna give her ass a problem.
But do not.
I'll keep calm.
Problem with you, boo.
You want a problem so bad, but you gonna get it, girl. You gonna get it, Blossom. You gonna get it.
You got Blossom. Oh my God.
You gonna get it, Blossom.
I'm tired of hearing her talk about that too. I really am. Like, girl, if you are wanting him, is that the only problem in your marriage? Is him leaving you alone with the kids? Because he was creeping. Okay, that's not the only thing he was doing. He wasn't home. He was in somebody else's bed.
Oh, he in Michael bed now. Okay, let's get to the next week. Let's go to the next week. Go to the next week.
Talk about it when we get there, but we will not do that. Okay,
we've already done it, friend.
It's okay. We'll talk about it when we get there. Y'all not what y'all not gonna do tonight. That's all of y'all. Y'all up here on the viewers. Y'all will. I'm here for Robin. That's what I'm here for. I'm gonna defend Robin with every muscle I have in me.
I guess you're gonna get into it with the guests too, because I ain't here for Robin at all.
How Alex say it? Raw. I can't do it like him. I can't do it like him at all. Okay, the next tweet is Candace and her mom signing.
I'm dead because that's literally the pattern her mom had on.
That's the last one, y'all.
They not gonna do because we got sisters together. Y'all know about you, the girls. But that is what it was giving. Like Dorothy could have stayed at home because we gonna talk about it. We're gonna wait.
Well, I will say that particular scene did make me go back and listen to Drive Back though, because I hadn't listened to it since the album.
Drive Back.
We love that.
That's my song. I ain't gonna lie. It does sound like one of those little pop R&B songs that used to be popular when I was in middle school. Though it do.
Go
ahead. What was you saying? Oh, now you want to go off screen. See what I'm saying? Oh, I can't stand Josiah.
Robin new song?
Robin.
She got a new song.
Mm-hmm. What's the name of it?
I'm lying. I'm
It's
about
like
to
an
say,
echo.
girl.
Do y'all hear echo?
From you.
Oh, is it echo from me?
I don't know.
Echo.
I don't hear it though, for real. I don't hear echo.
I heard it for
I
a little
did
bit.
hear it, but I don't hear it anymore.
Yeah.
I did hear it.
Okay, well, I guess we can go into the show. Okay. Now, before we get into the show, however, I must say that one of the commenters in here by the name of Brandi Chanel, she is a YouTuber herself. I did drop the link so she can join us if she wants to. So we will give her a great welcome when she does, if she does come up here. I'm just letting y'all know in advance that I did.
Who coming up? What happened?
She's one of my moderators and she's a YouTuber herself, and she goes by the name of Brandi Chanel. She's always in there moderating every time we up here.
I know who you're talking about. Okay,
yeah, so I did drop the link in the chat so she can join, and other people in the chat have persuaded her to join tonight. So hopefully she does, and I'm just letting y'all know that ahead of time before y'all get surprised. Be like, wait a minute, when did this happen? You didn't tell us this. I'm just telling y'all now. Okay, so I guess,
All right, come on.
Okay, so I guess we can start off with the show. Now, the show itself. Do y'all... Okay, the show started off with Karen and Ray talking to their damn wedding coordinator. I don't think y'all really care that much to have like a full-blown discussion about
Nothing
that.
to discuss, honey. We'll get
He gives me very senile. It's like I don't know. Like he just seems slow, and then he's fast, and then he's slow, and then he's fast, and then he's slow. I don't know. I don't know. That's how.
Ray just be joking. He's very alert.
No, that ain't no joke. He be straight up. He get up in fast motion and then walk real slow.
Oh my God.
Love him though.
In his 70s.
I cannot. Okay, but however, the next thing up is the double date with Ashley, Michael, Juan, and Robin. They were asking Mike if he is going to come back around the group. Mike also was dragging the Bassett's, and we were talking about a baby Dixon. Okay, so first of all, here's my thing with the first thing that they talked about, which is Mike returning to the group. I don't understand Robin. I'm gonna tell you why I don't understand Robin. Hi, Joshua. I don't understand Robin because she was one of the people that put him on blast for grabbing an ass and put him on blast for saying that he wanted to suck, a peen. So I don't know why she's so adamant about him coming back around the group. Here's Brandi. How you doing?
Hi, Brandi.
Hello.
Hey, how are you guys?
Welcome to the panel. Welcome to the
I'm sorry,
panel.
y'all look a mess. I didn't get.
You look fine.
Throwing his little hat, honey.
Is it an embellished hat?
Is it an embellished
no,
hat?
ma'am. No, ma'am.
Those are
embellished forever and a day.
Go ahead, Josiah. Go ahead.
Go ahead with your Robin stand and go ahead.
I was gonna say, yeah. Well, those are very fashionable. I must say myself.
It's giving Ross dressed for less.
Oh my God.
Well, Robin said that the feelings were mutual when she was talking about him saying that he would like to, suck him off. Like that was kind of awkward.
She said the feelings mutual.
Yeah, she did. She said, they like each other, and they talked about him giving head, and he said the feelings are mutual too. Like, I don't understand the obsession with Michael.
Hold on.
Am I the only one that be hearing these things?
I swear to God, I did not hear that.
That was this episode?
Yeah. Like, am I crazy? Am I the only one?
I swear I didn't hear that.
I heard her say the feelings were mutual about the fact that they liked each other, but not about the
right. But the way that the producers cut it and inserted that stuff, it was awkward.
I'm gonna have to listen back.
But that's production. I don't put nothing into that. That's production.
I got to see if I'm right. I may be wrong, but I just.
No, they probably did splice it together like that, but that's not what Robin said. That's how production put it together.
Yeah, that's what we're saying. There may be a production thing where they spliced it up and made it seem like she's saying, "Oh, the feeling is mutual. Yes, I want to suck them off too. Yes, the feeling is mutual."
Right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. you know, a child. Listen.
But I agree though. Like, first of all, I didn't like the fact that Robin was like laughing with him when they was talking about like the basses and shit like that. And she laughing and giggling, but in her confessional, she's talking about he gives off elitist vibes, and like all of a sudden you got a problem with him in your confessional, but you was sitting there laughing and gossiping, telling him how Chris don't get paid by Candace and he get paid by Love and all this extra shit. But then in your confessional, it's an issue. Well, why you ain't have that energy in his face?
Ain't he funding Sheila's lifestyle?
It is.
But
And
she
while she was under
did
the bridge?
defend. I will say this: Robin did defend Chris and Ashley. She did defend them.
Chris and who?
I mean, Chris and Candace.
I was about to say, child.
I will say that she did defend Chris and Candace.
I can't stand her. So
Yes, I can do without Robin. Like she's
I
just.
definitely can do without Robin, but
maybe we can do without that whole table. We can do it because I don't understand.
How about that? The whole entire table. Throw the whole table away.
Yes. Throw off Robin away. Juan don't want to be here. We do not want to see Michael. Ashley is giving nothing, and Robin been broke since season 1. Like, let's just leave it where it is. Let's move along. Like,
I'll actually
have to give kudos to a black woman making money. Damn, I couldn't even get it out.
Robin be turning lemons into lemonade, honey.
Shit, barely.
All Ashley been bringing is milk, like Similac, Isomil.
She's been bringing drama. She's been bringing he say she saying arguments.
Well,
she know how to set it off.
That's one thing
She'll
she do know how to do.
it. And then the next thing we see her taking family photos and breastfeeding. Like, girl, okay,
that's true.
I'm about sick of her breastfeeding too. Do we have to see that every time we get on camera?
No,
for real though. Like everybody have their one bad season, you know what I'm saying, where they're not really that interesting. I just think for Ashley and Robin, I just think this is just a one-time season thing. I think that I'm serious. I think that Ashley and Robin is going to bounce back bigger than ever, and Robin will be.
Oh my God! What happened? Like,
let me ask you.
Wait a second, Josiah.
We cannot take him serious.
Where this love and protection.
Robin is a fan. Y'all be sleep on Robin. She's a fan favorite.
Boy, bye.
Listen, you got me here staggering by the foolishness that you just said, the lies that just spewed out of your mouth. Fan favorite?
Yeah.
Rob, he know he can troll.
Comments. Who do most people like? Robin. Give him
bye.
Oh my God.
Y'all in the comments, don't y'all love Robin?
Boy, bye.
Man, listen, Robin can go ahead with her drunken self flapping like a chicken wing on the corner. Okay,
she's not a chicken wing.
Okay, she's nobody's favorite.
Use that, y'all in the chat. Use that tomato emoji to let Josiah know how y'all feel about Robin.
Yes, please. I
want to throwing tomatoes at me.
I want to see the tomatoes. Please put the tomatoes. Where the tomatoes at? Where the tomatoes at?
Okay, we need to see them.
Yes, we need to see them. Okay, because honey,
every time Josiah starts trolling us about Robin, throw the tomatoes at him.
Because you know he was starved. They ain't threw the tomatoes yet. I ain't seen not one tomato emoji.
Maybe they do agree with you, Josiah.
Oh, there they go. Oh, there they go. Oh, there they go. They're all over this chat.
That's fine. I'll be the villain tonight. That's fine. I don't care.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Wait a minute. Somebody said you on her. Somebody said you on Robin's payroll, Josiah. So is she paying you $30 or $50?
Now you
with what money?
I don't get paid for it. Why can't I just be a genuine fan of Robin and just stand for Robin?
Because you're not one and you know it.
Yes, I am. Interesting. She keeps the storylines going. She keeps you talking. Y'all understand? The more y'all gossip about Robin, the longer she's going to stay. So why don't y'all just give it?
But just know
that.
Sakina threw tomatoes.
Sakina threw tomatoes in the chat too. Oh my God. Well, Josiah, they said Robin is paying you in hats. That's what their comment said. That's what their
I
comment
can't
said.
confirm or deny that accusation. Can we move on? Thank you.
Anyways, what was next?
Go? Did I piss her off?
No, I don't think so. I think her signal was messing up.
I don't want to get people triggered that bad now.
You know, she was having some issues with her phone, so.
Okay. But I think the next. Oh, there she is. She's coming back in right now. Hold on, y'all. Let me put it back in.
Now somebody said Cap.
No, they not. No, they not. No, they did. But so they started talking about the Bassett's. So here's the thing. I'm gonna be honest. I did not watch Potomac consistently until season 3. I watched it here and there, season 1 and 2, because first of all, season 1, I just couldn't deal with that etiquette talk, the bad hair, all that bullshit. I couldn't take it. Like I watched it later on Hulu, but at the time I didn't watch it. Season 2, I really didn't watch it like that then either. I didn't really watch it consistently until Candace came on there, the 3rd season. So here's the thing. Why do Candace and Ashley really hate each other that much? Like, why? Like, what was the straw that broke the camel's back? Because as long as I've been watching, I know at the beginning of Candace's start on this show, they were friends or something, or they came on as friends or something.
Ashley brought Candace onto the show as a friend.
Yeah,
that's how they brought Candace onto the show, was through, because both of them are pageant queens, and so. Yeah. But I don't think they were friends in real life. I think it was sort of like the Portia Fallon thing. I don't think they really were friends in real life. That's just how she came on the show.
Yeah, they were shading each other in their confessionals, like on their pageant levels and all of that shit. Like,
right. And who was in a real pageant and who wasn't.
Yeah, it was like Ashley was in a national pageant thing and she won like 2nd place, but the local pageant that Candace was, it was like she won 1st place. So it's always been that tit for tat for them. And then they wasn't expecting Candace to go off like she did her 1st season.
So what is the thing that really, took them apart? I know they started beefing by the 3rd season, and I know all throughout the 4th season it was Candace versus Ashley, I believe. So what really was it? The whole thing with what can I say?
I honestly couldn't tell you. Like I honestly
couldn't either. I can't remember. I really think they beef became like real on season 4. Like the very next season when everybody was coming at Candace, and then the whole Michael situation. I think that's what happened, and they were beefing back and forth on Twitter. That's what happened between them. But I don't really know what happened between them in season 3 when Candace came on.
I just remember when they was in New Orleans, like the whole New Orleans thing, and when Ashley was saying she wants a baby, and Candace was like taking it so far, like, you want to have a baby or do you want to have a drink? Like that type of shit. I remember that's kind of like the thing.
And we know why she's so mad now is because Ashley wrote that letter for Monique, and she.
Well, yeah, that. But that.
It was beefing before that, but I mean, we know what it is now. Like that's why she really dug in now. But yeah, I don't know. I really don't know what really set it off.
What really set it off was when they was in New Orleans and Ashley was saying that she remember, because they was like, I think they was on like rocky terms, and then they got back together and Ashley opened up to Candace like, I'm in the process of trying to have a baby, so I'm trying to do all this holistic shit. And then she started turning up when they went to New Orleans, and Candace was like, bitches, you trying to have a baby or you trying to turn up? Like, which one is it? It was like, girl, why are you so pressed about her having a baby? Like, relax.
But what happened? So
do y'all agree with this on the screen?
Can I say something? I don't like how the way Candace goes about the relationship that she has with her husband, and like how the way she talks to her. It comes across like she's always like putting Ashley's situation with her abiding by by a slave master, but the same thing could be said about her and her situation because she's with a white man. You're always bringing up some racial divide. Huh?
I really think she forgets he white because you're right, Dr. Judy. She really be acting like every situation is different from hers, and I'm like, ma'am, both of y'all are married to white men. Like everything you that whole bed wench and slave master stuff, like all of those can be thrown right back at you. And
and she's talking about like white privilege, and it's like I don't get it. It's like she feels like her and Ashley are so separated. Yeah, their husbands are different, but as far as like what we see, everybody sees the same thing on the outside, that you both are Black women dating are married to white men. So what makes you better than her in that sense? That's what I don't like about Candace, how the way she attacks her, because that's how the way that she attacks her, like talking about her being a slave and putting her as a bed wench, saying all these derogatory things about her and her master.
Okay, Brandi, go ahead.
Okay, so here's what I think, right?
Lay it out.
People try to compare Chris to Michael, and to me, I don't see a comparison, because until we catch Chris in a hotel room with another woman, when we hear about Chris grabbing these producers on their behind, when we hear about Chris just doing all kind of stuff that Michael is doing, then I feel like then we can compare the two. Right now, only comparison is that they're both white men married to Black women. I'm saying air quotes because Ashley, she Black, but
if that was the argument, that would like be different. That's not the argument.
Yeah, not like this.
They that's not the argument though. If that was the argument and that was the energy that Michael is a pervert and all of these things, that would be a different story. But the way that Candace keeps bringing it up is a Black and white thing. So she makes it in that direction, regardless of how the way that you may think about it, feel about it. They're both in a situation where they're both married to married men. Now, if the conversation
wait, they're both married to married men. They're both married to. You say they both married to married men.
They both are married to white men. I mean, like when you're arguing with somebody, right? You hit below the belt, but she's always bringing up this narrative of
a Black woman with a white man. That's
right. It's like, girl, if you were to say something else, I agree with you, Brandi. The conversation, it would be more intelligent and more below the belt if she came up with something pertaining about what Michael does. But she's always bringing color into the situation. Now that I don't agree.
Well, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this because I'm seeing the comments and I'm kind of understanding where they're coming from. I'm thinking I think Candace brings up the white privilege and the whole slave master shit, as horrible as it may sound. I think that she's bringing it up because Michael does exercise the whole white privilege thing, and I think that's the reason why she brings it up. I think that's the only difference, because Chris doesn't exercise white privilege, but Michael does. Michael uses his white privilege to get by on the show, and he does do the buzzword thing on the show as well. So I think that's the reason why she constantly refers to him as her slave master, because he's
a predator, no question about it. He's a predator, but bring that up in the argument. I'm just not hearing it. Like you bring up something that
I'm sorry
that we all as a people can agree with, that he's a predator and he's a weirdo.
But I believe that she does bring it up. She always calls him disgusting. He's a predator. He can't keep his hands to himself. And I also said this in my review. White privilege is just not about being white. It's the behavior. It's the behavior coupled with the lack of accountability. And to me, I feel like if Eddie, Chris, the other Chris that was here a while ago, Ray, they couldn't do the type of stuff that Michael is doing and get away with it. They couldn't grab nobody by the behind and get away with it. And I feel like one is because he's white, and two because he did that to males. You know what I mean? So I feel like he does get away with a lot of stuff that the rest of them would not be able to get with. So I think that's where Candace is coming from. Like he's been able to get away with certain things, and the demanding of an apology when you walked up to somebody else's wife I mean,
no, I don't agree with that.
Yeah, like
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with
that
at
all.
all.
That's what she was getting at. That's the right privilege for me. Like, you're demanding an apology, but you started with my husband. Like, you would never be able to do that in a long household. I'm just saying. Like, that was a no-go. But I think that is what Candace is referring to when she's, coming back at Ashley.
And not to mention, he did call Candace a criminal and called her an animal and all of that crazy shit. You know what I mean? So he plays into that whole slave stereotype.
And I know we're gonna get there, but that's why I wasn't mad at Candace. And y'all know I don't say that often, but I wasn't mad at Candace.
I'm not mad at Candace either. I'm just tired of the same conversation and the same diss that's coming out her mouth. Like, that's all I'm tired of.
Oh well, I can understand 100%
that. When she said that that it was definitely white privilege. What do you, as far as that goes, what do you think a man is supposed to do when you go about talking about their wife, trying to tell them to come get their wife? Well, I'm having a drink, so I can understand the anger in that.
So what do you guys think? Because I know we already know he don't like Candace. So what is his real issue with Chris? Is because Chris was the witness to the man that was he the witness to the producers?
Yeah,
he witnessed it and he mentioned it in that one.
And I think that's what it goes. I really think
wearing all white. He mentioned it and he said something to him about it.
And I think that's really what it. I really think that's what it boils down to, is that Chris was a witness and he wrote a statement, just like Ashley wrote a statement against. Well, she really didn't write a statement against Candace. She wrote a character statement for Monique, which is two different things. But anyway, we ain't gonna go down that road. But it's a Christmas commercial on, y'all. Anyway,
oh wow.
My bad. Listen, that was my AD. Listen, that was my ADD. My bad. I'm back.
Buy ornament. I told you I was gonna get your ass. You've been trying me since we started. I told you I was gonna get you.
You just call me
child, you should try harder because that fell flat. Next,
Josiah, get kicked off. This is between me and Really B. Get kicked out.
No, Brianna. The statement was not against Candace. The statement was a character witness for Monique, and she spoke on her experience with Candace with the whole knife situation the season before. She didn't write a statement about the fight because she didn't see the damn fight.
Probably why she should have stayed out of it.
But I don't want to rehash it. Lord knows I don't want to rehash it, child.
When you take two petty women and when they clash, it brings so much unnecessary drama. Like both of y'all, do y'all know that Ashley and Candace are the same person pretty much?
I've been saying it.
They both
look how Brandi looking. But I've been saying it. I've been saying it for a while. I have been, but people don't agree with me though. But
and sometimes when you have two women being petty towards each other, it goes overboard. And I think they just took it too far with their little feud. Like, come on now.
It's a lot
involved and stuff.
I listen to the chat. I ain't about to go this. I ain't doing this with y'all tonight. I ain't arguing about it. I'm not going back to season 5. Let's go. I'm not.
However, they also talked about Baby Dixon, and apparently Robin and Juan are not on the same page, and they're never on the same page. So do you all think that Robin and Juan will be having another child?
No,
they should have
to me, it's given the same storyline as Jamal Bryan. Non-existent, not real, just not even.
Robin was trying to set up a
it's the same type of conversation. It's just not.
Josiah, please shut up.
Listen, when I look at Robin and Juan, I see Michelle and Barack Obama. I see black love.
You see who?
I see tenderness. I see Michelle and Barack Obama.
Oh my God!
They are relationship goals. Okay.
Okay, so your relationship goal is to be engaged to your ex-husband. Solid.
Solid. They don't need to have no more kids. They don't.
They are not having any more children. There's no
she's
listen.
40.
They're roommates. Come on now, they're roommates.
There ain't a snowball's chance in hell that Robin Dixon is about to get knocked up. I'm sorry.
She don't need to.
She done already said that she ain't like having the two she already got.
We all know that Juan Dixon does not want a baby right now. We all know that Robin Dixon is not getting pregnant no time soon. We already know that.
He loves that woman. And
you know that remind me of when you trying to cut somebody out and then you like they next to you trying to. You was just next to Robin telling her and her husband about who they are. Don't you mind? It reminds me of the Thanksgiving dinner.
I cannot.
She was setting up a storyline for next season, and Juan wouldn't play ball. Juan wouldn't play along with it. Juan was supposed to sit there and act like he was a horrible daddy, and he want to get it right, and he want a second chance to do it right. He don't know how to play that game, but that's why Robin was like, when he ran out, she was like, "What you doing? We got to finish this scene."
That's where a storyline goes wrong. Did you see his reaction to her? Because she keeps on bringing up the fact that he wasn't there and he was terrible at that. It hit different when she starts talking about who he was as a dad.
Mm-hmm.
Because clearly that was an issue in their relationship. But yeah, like when he said that, let's talk about what you did, I was like, ooh, what did you do, Robin?
But see, here's my whole thing, right? I don't understand why he gets so mad about her bringing it up, but he's constantly embarrassing her on national television, but he don't never want her to bring up his stuff. He don't never support her. He don't never show up to anything. He's been to 2 reunions since she's been on this show for 6 seasons. So it's like you don't want her to speak on your stuff, but it's okay for you to humiliate her and to embarrass her.
She's a roommate.
That's basically what it is. They roommates, they pals.
They pals, and I think that he's doing the same thing that Jamal did, just to be just to fill in.
Because we ain't gonna act like
they're physically, but he ain't even with her.
I feel like Robin has a better shot of staying on the show if she once and for all cuts ties with Juan and she shows the struggle of becoming a single mom. Like, I feel like that would be a realistic storyline. And I'm still not saying I want to see it, but it's better than this.
We don't. We tired of Robin and Juan.
Hell no. Y'all, I'm eating. I'm sorry.
Oh, we already knew when you went off the screen. We already knew what you was doing.
Listen, people in the chat said Sakina went to go get that plate. They knew what you was doing.
Okay, so next up was the scene with Candace, her lawyer, her mother, and everybody else.
Wake me up when it's over.
Don't do Candace.
Let's sign it with E1. Okay, so I know it ain't really much to discuss, but I'm gonna say this. Watching that was kind of inspirational because you don't really get to see.
You want an album? You want to put an album out there?
I don't. Thank you. I know you're trying to come for me, really. Don't start with me.
I didn't know you was working on music.
I'm not working on music, honey. If I was working on music, you would know, sweetheart. I don't know what's wrong with you. Why are you being a bully? Why are you bullying me?
Listen, let me say this. I am happy. Listen, people calling me a hater and shit. Listen, I am happy for Candace. I am here for it. I'm glad that she was able to reach a dream, and that's no bullshit. But the scene was boring. I don't care why y'all listen. Her mama, and they were. First of all, where were the lawyers? Where was the lawyer?
The lawyer was there.
I was there. Can we talk about that real quick? Because even though it may have been inspirational, because I think that it was. But I'm tired when it comes to big things that's happening in her life, business-wise. Her mom is always there. That's why people always jab and say that she's on her mother's payroll. I didn't understand why her mom needed to be there at that moment.
I would have my mama there. I ain't gonna lie.
I would have mine there too.
Because I think her mom.
I'm only talking because of the dynamics of that relationship.
Oh, okay.
The dynamics in between Chris.
Oh, that was her lawyer? Okay, my bad. I thought that was the guy that Remember the guy they said was the writer and that hooked her up, and then it was the exec.
Yeah, all of them was there.
My bad, I missed it. Okay, my bad.
Yeah. All of them was there. The writer was there. The lawyer was there.
With me when
she had on. But
I
think I get what Chocolate Beauty is saying. I think it's because of the relationship with Candace and her mother, because Dorothy doesn't act like a supportive mother, and she doesn't really have her back on most things. So it's like, why would you want someone with that much negativity towards you, your marriage, and everything else you got going on, being as something that means something to you?
And Chris is her manager. Like, she has no business. This is probably why they said at the end that Chris is barely speaking to his mother-in-law. Like, she inserts her mom into so many different things that she has no business, and that gives her the power and the right to talk about their relationship. It is such an unhealthy dynamic.
Also, she done seen that episode already. Like, Chris saw that episode with her talking all that shit. That's why he's speaking to her.
Right.
I wouldn't be speaking to her either.
I wouldn't. If I don't blame Chris.
I wouldn't be speaking to her either.
Looking like, when Candace started tearing up and shit, Dorothy was looking like.
But what kills me with Dorothy is that she's supposed to be somebody's therapist, and she just doesn't come across as someone that would be like, watching this show. I wouldn't dare go to her, sit on her couch for shit.
What's her last name? I need to look up her practice.
I don't know what her last name.
See how many star ratings her practice got.
Diller,
girl, you gonna make me add a little theme song up in here. You know I love a good production. Sakina searches. A little graphic going on for you.
Yes, honey, because you know Sakina good for searching some shit now. Like she been giving us the updates on Robin's hats every week.
And I'm so proud of my girl Robin. She's been really working hard.
Working hard
really
in
pulling it.
house.
I'm pulling it this week. I can't.
You get on Chocolate Beauty Days with that shit.
Heck no.
Well, it's just my opinion. Like, we all have ours.
Boy, that is not your opinion. That is not your opinion. That's just you trolling. But I welcome it. It's funny. That's all I gotta say about it.
I won't say nothing about nothing else.
Oh, see, they keep up. See, you see the tomatoes in the chat now. Every time you say something, tomatoes in the chat. But yeah, all I gotta say is, I don't understand Dorothy though. Like, but that I think, like I said, I think that's the reason why Chocolate Beauty said what she said, because like Dorothy's the type of person, like she's like the type of person that you would not want to call when you have good news. Like Dorothy be the last person I call when I have good news. You can tell her you bald.
At least her wig looked good this episode.
Well, yeah, you could say that.
She did look nice. She looked like she losing some weight.
Her wigs don't never do it for me.
But she looked like she losing some weight. Listen, now Dottie looking good now. I can say a whole lot of other things, but she did look good.
But this is what happens when you allow your parents to take care of you as an adult. They feel like they have the right to speak and which they do if they're paying your bills.
I was gonna say if they paying the bills, they got a right to have an opinion.
Right. I just don't.
But what now? Hold up. What's wrong with her being the product of generational wealth? Like what's wrong with that?
It's not that. Like, if you're in a relationship, in a marriage, why would you want your mom to go to your enemies and give them ammunition against her husband? You're sabotaging your child. So you can miss me with that. Generational wealth, if it's sabotage behind it.
I agree with you on that, but I feel like sometimes people, come at Candace about being, the product of general wealth, her mom and her dad, doing what they were supposed to do with their wealth to make sure when she grows up or when she gets grown, that she ain't gotta lay on her back for survival. You know what I mean?
So, but I think it's two different things. I hear what you're saying, but I think it's two different things. So Candace's mother paying her bills versus Candace living off of a trust fund, that's two different things. Like, your mother
I'm sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I mean, when we met Candace, Candace is, from what we saw from what they shared with us, her source of income was her mother. She told us that her source of income was her mother. That's what because she bragged on it and then it backfired on her, and then it was sort of like, oh shit, they don't think that's cute. So now she's been dealing with the repercussions of that since she came on the show. I don't have no problem with you coming for money and the money taking care of you.
Shit, but I wish I came from it.
Right.
Exactly. But again, it's a difference between, oh, my mama pays all my bills every month versus my parents have set me up and I'm living off of this trust fund, because she's got a college degree. It's not like she can't go out, but I think she wanted to maintain a certain lifestyle that her mother was bankrolling. And again, I don't think anybody is upset. I think what it is you bragged.
Who upset?
And then we met your mama, and it was like, oh.
The people are upset. There are some people who are definitely upset. Look, if my mama, she be watching, hey, mine, you already know. If you ain't pay my bills,
I'm gonna say, because if mama, listen, I'm grown. If my mama want to write me a check every month for the mortgage and the car, no, I'm damn sure not saying no.
But okay, when she said, like, when you said that Candace said her source of income was basically her mom, how do we know that she didn't mean that she was living off the trust fund? Like, how do we know that?
Because she doesn't have access to her trust fund, and she said it. She said her mother pays and I think it was her mother was paying everything, and then it went from that to when Chris moved in. Then her mother was like, "Well, I'm not going to keep paying the bills for this grown ass man." So then they split it in half.
Well, I'm gonna say, let me say this. I think that the same way, like I don't have a problem with her coming from generational wealth, and I don't have an issue with her mother doing things for her at all. Right. I think that when people say stuff like that, it goes right back to the people that condemn people like myself that's still at home. I never left home. I'm still at home, but it's not like I'm at home for free.
Right. Hello?
You know what I'm saying? It's not like I'm at home for free. Like I pay at this point, because my mother has retired and she's waiting for all of her stuff to turn over, and so she can get her actual pay for retirement. I'm actually paid. I pay for every fucking thing in here. So it's not like it's not like I'm here for free. Like I pretty much pay rent. I pretty much pay, and I pay the full rent. I pay lights. I pay Comcast. I pay the phone bill. I pay everything, including for my own necessities. So people always have came at me because I still live at home. And when you live at home at a certain age, because I'm 32 and I'm at home, okay, no shame in my game. I'm 32. It's not like I'm married or I have kids. So why should I be in a rush to leave when I don't have any of those things?
A lot of West Indies do that. People from different countries, we live with our families for a long time. I'm Jamaican. My aunts still live with each other, and they're in their 60s.
Yeah, it's like people do try to condemn those of us that may have help from our mothers, or we live or we're still at home at a certain age. They do look down on people like us. They be like, "Oh, Scotty still stay at his mama's house." It ain't like I stay here for free. It ain't like I have a bunk bed. I have a whole side of the house to my damn self, and she got a side of the house to her damn self. It's a big ass house. I have a whole back door and everything.
Because Chris allowed a lot of things to happen, and it's his fault. He shouldn't have. As soon as he knew he was getting in a relationship with this woman, he should have took care of the bills. He shouldn't have left her having her pay for her daughter. Because if you go by the Bible, it says that the man is supposed to take care of the wife. They're supposed to leave the home and take care of the wife.
So do you think that Dorothy's actions towards Candace is basically because of the fact that she's with a man that doesn't
make as much money as she would like?
Thank you. You said it.
I think so too. And I think also how the relationship started, because he was comfortable with the arrangement. And I think that's why she got comfortable with disrespecting him. But I feel like when it comes to like a marriage and your parent, you should garner some type of control to where there should be boundaries and respect. And Candace's mom don't know boundaries or respect. But I think it all boils down to, even though I feel bad for him, the way he came in. And she just took her name off the lease or whatever, off the home, off the mortgage. So
I don't even really see anything wrong with that, because even I live with my mama too. I'm 28, Mama want me to stay here as long as I need to.
Mine is the same way, honey, but I don't want to be here forever.
My daddy told me the same thing when I started looking for a house. My daddy was like, you don't have to go nowhere, right? I was like, oh, but I do.
It's more like a personal preference, just like, to the point where now I'm like, okay, I just want my own space type thing.
Yeah.
But like, even when I was like, I think I want to move out, she was like, well, I'll help you the first couple months. Like, and I ain't even asked her for shit like that. It's just like sometimes you have those parents. Now, don't get me wrong. We know Dorothy is not the sweetest, most nurturing from what we see.
April, can I answer April's question? Are you talking to me when you say I understand Jamaican views? I do. The reason why I do understand Jamaican views is number one, because I am Jamaican, and number two, that my family operates that way. But at the same time, whenever you have somebody that controls the money, they control the household, the situation. So,
yeah.
I mean, I come from a family. I come from privilege. So, and I'm by myself. And I chose the path that I'm on because I wanted to have control over my life. My mother will never ever see me without a roof over my head, will never see me go hungry, will make sure that I will always have a house, regardless if it's here in my state or in Florida where she lives. She will always have somewhere for me to stay. But it comes with a lot comes with it, and control is one of them. And that's why when I look at their relationship, I'm just like, you can't get so mad at her mom, but at the same time, it's like, take responsibility and don't let them pay for it.
Thank you, Jessie J, for the super chat. Go ahead, Brandi.
So do y'all feel like if Candace's mom
was not read the super chat, Sky.
If Candace's mom
I'm sorry. Hold on, Brandi. I'm sorry. Since I'm being corrected, let me go back and read it. I'm sorry.
Put it up there, put it right down.
Since I'm being corrected tonight. People feel like they don't have to respect Candace because she's a Black woman who didn't have a hard knock start. Thank you.
Yes, I'm tired of that got it out the mud type of mindset. Like, bro, why I gotta struggle? And it's crazy because I did used to think that way when I was like a young girl, like in high school, middle school type shit. I used to have that type of mindset. But when you get older and you start seeing life differently. It's like, bitch, I ain't gotta struggle, and just because you did, don't judge me because I didn't.
And not only that, I think even though I don't agree with how Dorothy handles situations with Candace, I think Dorothy had it in mind. I'm going to do this right now. So when my children get older, they don't have to work from the ground up like I did. It's something that I can pass down to them so they will never have to struggle. So I think Candace doesn't get a lot of respect because of that aspect. Because I feel like as Black people, we take so much pride in struggling and working from the way up, and then we see somebody like Candace is like, girl, you ain't this, that, and the third because you don't know struggle. You don't know what I had to been through. You've had everything handed to you. Knowing doggone well, if your mom had an investment property, had an investment house, you would do the same thing that Candace did. They probably couldn't afford a house at the time or by themselves. So their mom was like, here, I have this property right here. You can go ahead and live there, and we can split the mortgage which way we want to do it. But I feel like we shouldn't judge her for that.
Well, I definitely agree with what you're saying, Brandi, because when people make comments about Candace, it's like, well, don't y'all say y'all busting y'all ass for y'all kids so they don't have to work that you did, but then y'all go and talk shit about Candace who is living that same lifestyle, and it's a problem.
Right.
I know for me, I don't have. Listen, let me be clear. I want to be clear. I want to be clear for the chat.
Thank you for the super chat.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Let me read the super chat. Let me read the super chat first. Let me read it first before I can correct it again. But Dot is paying so she can have control. Thank you, Jawanza Hill, for the super chat. Now go ahead.
So again, I think that's what the difference is, because somebody even put in the chat, well, Lisa Vanderpump bought her daughter a house and nobody said nothing. First of all, that's two different things. First of all, it's two different shows, and it's people. I mean, but no, seriously, what I'm saying is, when you live a certain lifestyle, it's almost in the way that they live, it's almost expected. That's almost
it's like a gift.
When Lisa Vanderpump bought her daughter a home when she was like, I think that was their wedding, her wedding gift to her daughter. Like that's the type of money we're talking about. That is what's expected.
Money, honey.
I don't have a problem with Candace's mother paying her bills. I don't even have a problem with Candace coming for money because let's be clear, I ain't never claimed struggle. Okay, my parents worked their ass off, so I grew up decent. All right, we wasn't rich, but I ain't know the struggle. Okay. And I'm okay with that. But what I'm saying is it's about how it's being used. And I think that's what the issue is that people saw it as not using it as a way to control Candace instead of, I'm doing this because I just want you to live good, girl. Here's the money, pay your bills and go about your business. But we didn't see that. We saw Dot using that money as a way to control. How is what not the same? Okay,
so do you think I will say this, and I'm done with the whole conversation. I've been on both sides where I came to the country with nothing, and then my mom made something of herself, and she worked her behind off and made sure she left, had something for me, my sister, and her grandkids. So I've been on both sides. For me, it's just a control.
Yeah,
that's all.
You think it's more so her mom than it is her actually.
I think it's a controlling ways. It's not. It's just the control that bothers me. It's not the money, because I've had people say it to me too. Because I've never bought a car in my life. It's not my fault that I've never bought a car in my life. Okay,
me
never
either.
had a car note. Okay, got my stuff paid in cash. Say what you want or whatever, and I don't feel bad at all because that's what my mom set my life up to be. But at the same time, it's about respecting boundaries. That's all I'm saying.
I know.
I agree.
I know. Like somebody said in the chat, they were saying that people dislike Candace or have a problem with Candace being a quote unquote mama's girl. People have a problem. I've had friends that had issues with me being a quote unquote mama's boy. Like they would say that, well, because there was a time where I stayed at home and worked and didn't have to pay a dime for nothing. My mother never was the type of person that would say, well, you got to pay this, you got to pay that, you got to pay this, you got to pay that. I took it upon myself to help my mom. For a long time, she would feel like that's your money. You do whatever you want to do with your money. I got this. You know what I mean? But I wasn't gonna let my mother struggle nor let her do it by herself, because that's not the type of guy I am. But people would always say, my mama, your mother always gave you this, or your mother would do this for you, your mother would do that for you. My mama would never do that for me. And I'm just like, y'all act like I live in a 16-bedroom mansion with 2 bathrooms. I live in the same subdivision as you. I work the same type of job as you. My mother is a postal worker. We're not rich. We struggle too sometimes, but it's not my fault that my mother felt as though she could give me this and she can give me that. Like it's not my fault. It's not my fault. I didn't ask.
And I just think, not to belabor the point, I just don't want to. First of all, I'm not mad at Candace. I don't know where that's coming from. Or maybe you're not talking to me. I don't know. I'm not mad at Candace at all about that. I'm mad at Candace about other stuff, but that ain't it. I could care less who paying Candace bills. But again, I think it's being used as a way to control Candace. That's it. That's all. I'm done.
Yeah, I think that's what people's biggest issue is with Dorothy, is that she uses her money or her influence as a weapon when it comes down to Candace. It's like she breaks Candace down with that. You know what I mean? And sometimes Candace may feel as though she can't speak up to her or defend herself against her because of everything that she's done for her. Because, sometimes parents can pull that bullshit where it's, oh, I've done all that I can for you. I've done this for you, and you're gonna say this to me. You're gonna do that to me. You're gonna, they would use that as a way to make you feel small. Parents can do that, whether they're rich or poor. They will do that.
Great, you ungrateful and all.
And let's go back to the beginning. The person that started shaming Candace about this is Giselle.
Correct.
Right? If you want to go back, nobody else had a problem with it. It was Giselle that turned that into something negative and started shading Candace about it. Let's listen. If we want to go back, let's
go all the way back.
When she not shading somebody,
it won't really be. It was Giselle.
You better let them know. You better let them know, girl. Well, let's move on to the next one. We've been on this for a while, but this was an interesting conversation, though.
Not Giselle and Ashley's forehead. See,
oh. Okay, so next up is the situation with Juan and Robin. You know, Robin was talking about how she started her ex-son, Wawa Chevron hat business in her bedroom, and now she has a warehouse to place her stuff in.
Because it ain't.
Did anybody catch the shade when her son or daughter that said that you only had 14 orders? That was
outed her.
That was definitely shade. But they start talking about the baby thing, and just not Giselle. Robin was saying that we can't let the things that happened 13 years ago happen again. And Juan took off and queened the fuck out as he walked out the door. He snapped them fingers and said, "I'm not doing this again. I'm not doing this again." We're not finna talk about this again. You're not finna make me look like a bad father again. And then he got up in that truck. And he said, "It's always about what Juan did. What about what Robin didn't do?"
But who starts the conversation though? Isn't he always the one that's asking the question about the baby and then get mad when her response?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But not on this episode. On this episode, he ain't bring up shit. She brought it up both times.
He always making a dig at her. He makes a dig at her all the time.
Yeah.
He
Okay.
the dust on her car. Like, God damn it. City.
Okay, let me just say this, and I'm not trolling. I'm not gonna troll right now. I do feel like that Robin pushed for this relationship when you have literally reached the end of the road of eternity.
Right.
So what I'm gonna need Robin to do is stop asking for that man. Stop. You don't never beg a man to love you or to give you something. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's a word.
A dude is only going to change when he's ready. You cannot force any dude, or if even vice versa, or you cannot force a woman to change who she is. When somebody show you who they are,
you gotta put that word. That's a word.
Can't raise
She do need to cut off wine. She needs to go ahead and just cut off Juan like completely, because that man you're literally just holding on to baggage. You get what I'm saying?
All I'm gonna say is this: they told on themselves at the very beginning of this scene when Juan backed up and got out the car, and she was like, "What? My car? You talking about my dirty car?" He was like, "Yeah, that don't even make no sense. Don't y'all live at the same fucking place? Don't you see that dirty ass car every day?"
That's what I said.
Okay, Chuck. Spend your nice little $10 get your car clean
from the beginning.
He be nitpicking, but they told on themselves to me when they was on that double date, and Ashley got to asking about baby Dixon, and they was like,
scrambling, trying to come up with an answer.
We ain't talked about whether we're gonna do it before the wedding or not. The wedding, we don't got no date. Yeah, because y'all don't talk. This is just for storyline purposes. Y'all have no true intentions on getting married. Juan did that to set up. No, what I was saying in my review is I don't understand how y'all had the season finale was based around y'all.
Right.
Proposal. And then here we come this season, and the marriage is not even a storyline. I get it. We going through a pandemic, but you see Karen and Ray, they had their little vow renewal and all of that. That was y'all storyline wasn't even the talk of getting married. It was nothing.
You made it about depression.
So do y'all think that it's just Juan? Do y'all think that it's Juan who don't want the relationship, or do y'all feel like it's both of them? Because I feel like it's both. I think it's both. I think they just together out of obligation.
They've been engaged and divorced longer than they were married.
Pretty much.
Yeah. No, they've been together since they was in school.
I think ultimately, I mean, I agree with all of that. I think part of why they're even playing this game is for the show, for a paycheck. I think that Robin was trying to set up a storyline for next season to try to stay on the show, that she gonna pretend like she just gonna have a baby. But like I said, for me, the better storyline for her is to break up with once and for all, move out or put him out that new house, really dig in and make you some hats, girl, and really make that thing pop. I mean, to me, that would be a more intriguing storyline than making us drag this shit out. That it is painful to watch. It is painful to watch them together. It is.
And child, stop spending money on Airbnbs, renting out warehouses, child. Stop spending money on that. Rent out a warehouse and go ahead and put it in your
how about she called that warehouse a whole office, though?
Listen, somebody told me, I was looking at something earlier today. They was like, Robin really ain't moving that place. She rented that space out for 2 hours
for the show.
With that little flimsy hashtag sign that one was trying to get her to get rid of. I said, child.
I just think that he just has a really, really, really easy time discrediting her and making her look bad in front of the camera. I think that he does that privately too.
That's why I was looking at him like, okay, why you always be nitpicking with her, and then you throw a bitch fit and get in your car, almost roll up her damn arm.
Oh, girl, that triggered me.
Because you mad that she said something about you not being there. Nigga, you was not there. And yes, how dare you talk shit about, you get mad because I said something about you, but you always talking shit about me.
Right. When he started rolling up that window when her elbow was out there, I said, girl, you better than me. I would have took a rock and I would have threw it through the window. I'm not playing like that. I was not playing. I feel like her concerns about him not like her concerns about him not raising the baby or helping her with that third child, that's a real concern, because we also sometimes I think we forget that Juan, he was on the road a lot. So she had no choice but to raise them 2 kids. So when he gets all upset, I'm like, well, it's the truth. You wasn't there.
You was gone, yeah.
So her concern is a real concern.
And then on top of them, like on top of him being on the road, she said that when they was on a double date, when they had the kids, they were out on good terms. So it was like, nigga, outside of that, you just was not fucking with me. Like, you was not around. Despite
so that's why I think when he was saying I'm not that dude anymore. Like, again, I said this at the beginning. If I'm going to believe that this is a real relationship, at some point you have to let that go, and you have to say, okay, we're starting over. We're going to leave all of that shit behind. We're going to leave the infidelity. We're going to leave the fact that I lost all the damn money. We're going to leave all of that shit behind, because how do you go into a new relationship bringing in old baggage? I'm about to get my Ayana on. You can't do it.
No, you cannot.
If every time something goes wrong, you're going to throw up what happened in the past, how do y'all move forward? And so I hear what y'all
don't.
Right. I hear what y'all are saying. He may not have been there. I don't think it was as bad as Robin making it out to be, but it may very well have been that bad. That's fine. Well, then just say no, I ain't having no damn baby. Don't keep having y'all keep having the same damn conversation. He told you 5,000 times he gonna change the diaper. Damn.
Well, if you have depression, it doesn't even matter. You're going to keep on talking about what you're going through, because I'm reading the comments, and I think that she does suffer from depression, and I don't care how, like, what you say about it, until somebody gets help, seek professional help and get through that depression, they're going to want to have the same conversation. And that conversation brought her a great deal of stress and depression. Hell, you don't know if she had postpartum after having those kids so like close to each other, and she was by herself. So it might be something that she's keep on repeating herself about, is because like she hasn't mentally gotten and emotionally got past it.
And Juan doesn't. I don't think Juan really helps her depression. When they first initially talked about it, his whole thing was, I don't like it. I think it's unattractive.
Right.
And
yeah.
like instead of saying, well, what can I do to help? Like Tish did to Marcel. Like what can I do to help? So I feel like he really contributes to her depression. I feel like their relationship contributes to her depression. So
they both miserable as hell.
But see, that's the reason why it doesn't need to be a relationship, because Robin not good for Juan, and Juan's not good for Robin, and it does nothing but bring.
And they know
Me,
that.
I'm sorry.
And somebody in the comments said depression. She said herself that she sometimes doesn't get out of bed till 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and she got kids that she got to take care of.
Them
That's
kids
depression.
old as hell.
Right? Why can't they get up and take care of that? Why can't they get up and dress themselves?
They are not old as hell. Don't do that. They not.
They're grown.
They every bit of 15 and 14.
No, they not. Hey, y'all. They not. But my thing is this: somebody in the chat said the mistake that
he made it.
Taking the show out of this, the mistake that Robin made. The mistake that Robin made was that she didn't move out. That they continued to live together.
They was broke.
No, That's going back to the conversation we had about privilege. That's when you pack your kids up and you go knock on mama and daddy's door because Robin's parents live. They good financially. They good and they could have helped her. Ain't nobody gonna sit there and let their daughter and their 2 kids and their 2 grandkids
not the warm up.
You real. She should have went home. Right. She should have went to her parents and they would have helped her. They would have helped her.
That's true. Yeah, she definitely should have went on home.
She stayed there because she wanted to stay there because she wanted to still be a good woman.
She wanted to make it work. Remember episode 1, she had tried on that wedding dress and he came in and was like, "What is you doing? You look dumb."
Right.
Oh.
But you stay calling her stupid and dumb. That be getting on my nerve. Like you ain't gonna do
right.
me like that on the next
right. Juan didn't have nowhere to go. Robin ass did. You right, exactly. Juan would have been on the street. Robin would have been fine. Yeah. Robin would have been fine.
But
and remember, Robin was working season 1. Robin had a 9 to 5.
I told her that she looked like she worked in the office with me.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, Robin had a 9 to 5.
Maybe you forget about shit like that.
Okay. Robin, can you do some accounts payable? Can you post these checks, girl?
You know what? That's probably true. You know what? I forgot about that. She probably did feel guilty because she was the reason why they lost their money. So maybe that's why, child. Listen, I can't with them.
Obligation. It's straight obligation. They would because it's convenient for the both of them. That's why.
Well, I'm gonna do a Tabitha Brown real quick for Robin. This is not trolling. Like, you know how Tabitha Brown read Wendy Williams. I pray that she finds happiness. I pray that she finds self-strength to leave that man because he is so toxic for her and vice versa. I pray that she rebuild her self-esteem because, like Chocolate Beauty said, she is depressed. Allegedly, you can tell she's depressed. And I just pray that she finds herself and she knows when to leave because, baby, you are beating a dead horse at this point, honey.
Yes.
It's been ran over. It's been ran over again. Reverse ran over. They speak up. It's dead. It's dead.
Okay, but Josiah, but what about us? Okay, you talking about praying over Rob. What about us? What about all the time we done lost?
Okay.
Like, I want to reclaim my time and I can't get it back. Okay. I don't care about Robin and the Doublemint twins. I don't care about them. I don't care okay, I don't care about Juan's secret love. I don't care about none of that shit. They've been playing around with us for the last 3 damn seasons. And I'm motherfucking tired. Okay, gonna say I might keep you waiting, but trust me, I worked. You ain't gave us shit this whole motherfucking season. Juan gave us more than you gave, and he wasn't even that motherfucking long.
Let's talk about it.
But Yarel, sometimes when you so deep in it, you don't even know how deep.
Oh Lord!
For real?
Okay. Well, Josiah, well, she needs to talk to Lisa Fisher, figure out how to ease the pain, and get the fuck off this damn shit.
Now, how can I ease the pain? Though?
You chose violence today. I see.
Right.
Hell yeah.
Y'all always chooses violence.
He came on with the violence.
I love it.
I am the angelic one of the panel. Let's not do that.
I think it's me, but
I like the haircut. I'm just
don't get too used to it. Don't get too used to it. I'm growing it back out.
You keep telling us you're growing it back, child.
And it's growing back out slowly but surely.
Looks amazing. We love to see it.
Well, I mean, I'm fired already, so this just to add on. But
all
right.
All right now.
Here's the thing. I'm not a Robin Dixon. I know how good I look. Okay, I don't care if somebody do call me unattractive. I know I'm the shit. I don't need nobody to justify me.
Okay.
Wow.
Y'all, this is a side note, but last week I went to a barber college and I got a $4 haircut. And this boy messed up my head so bad. If I take this hat off, y'all gonna scream. He done pushed my edge back all the way back. I'm looking like Mr. Humpty Dumpty.
Look, is that why you said that you didn't want to come? Was that last week when you said you didn't want to come on camera?
Y'all was gonna drag my ass. I was not gonna have it that day. No.
I wasn't gonna say nothing. I've had my share of fucked up lines, so I wasn't gonna say nothing.
No, y'all can't see it.
I tried to get my eyebrows done at a beauty school one time, baby. I said, they say your brows supposed to look like cousins, baby. They was looking like neighbors, okay? No type of family bloodline.
No way.
When I was in college, I went to the beauty college many a night, honey. Listen, it be that way.
Josiah.
I know who y'all need to go to though. If you want to save some coin, go to a dental school to get your teeth cleaned.
Yeah, I go to Howard. I have gone to Howard before. Dental school.
She was local, yeah. So yes, anybody in the comments who don't know that, go ahead to your local college, okay?
And they will actually do a good job because they're in school, so they have to do the job right. So you will not get out of that seat until that tooth is correct. So
right.
That's a good thing about going to those schools, along with the discounts.
Okay. Pro tip, guys.
Okay, well, I guess we're gonna go ahead and get to the biggest thing of the show, which was the 25th anniversary party. Now, the women were complaining.
So I ain't missed shit? Is that what y'all trying to tell me? I ain't missed shit?
Child, we done went into a whole.
Because I'm about to say, because it seemed like the only thing I missed was somebody queening out and then driving off and almost cutting off somebody's hand, but that's about it. Damn. Okay.
That's what we was leaving off of when you came.
Oh, child, do you see that comment that money comment? I forget what y'all call it.
Not just
let me read it. Let me read it. Okay. Gabby with an I. Giselle House looked like she sell Mary Kay. First of all, thank you for the super chat. And girl, you a mess. Oh shit. Okay, so we get to the anniversary thing. Now the women were complaining about the stairs. Now we got 4 women up here. Would y'all complain about them stairs too?
Absolutely.
It was weird that they had to go up for alcohol and then come down those stairs, and then they had the ceremony upstairs and had everybody downstairs.
You ain't gonna tell me it wasn't no damn elevator. I know it was a damn elevator. Fuck that.
Well, according to the after show, they didn't really have like no hard liquor there. They only had wine and beer,
rosé and wine.
I
think
Karen had mentioned, she said because of what's happened in the past with everyone getting together and having liquor, that's why she didn't want no liquor served at the wedding, if I'm not mistaken. She said, I think she said it either on the after show or somewhere, but she was saying because this group gets around, they start drinking, they start acting crazy is why she didn't have any
I get toasty off of wine, so I don't know what she's talking about.
I love
I
the mimosa.
was gonna say, as a female, you know, I obviously have the unpopular opinion in the group, but like, as far as like everything just being in like an eye view, like I get that, I understand wanting to have that, but like to me, going up and down the steps, honey, if you don't put your damn hand on that rail and go up and down, I think the only person who was gonna have an issue is Wendy ass, because she was planking.
That was a mess. Did you see how the way she was sitting at first? She was sitting like
she was.
That was a whole mess.
That was a whole mess. It didn't even child.
Like you knew that dress was too tight before your ass walked out your house.
How you going to try to do fashions and flotation at the same time? You can't even sit in a sitting position.
Struggling.
We're doing this the whole night because
the whole night.
Out. That's not cute. Like I was defending your ass at the beginning of the season when they were coming for you, but that was ridiculous. That was absolutely ridiculous. That was not cute at all.
I got to watch some YouTube videos on a little bit style, and she'll be good.
Go ahead, yeah.
Was there a cash bar or no?
Oh, no.
Wait. Now that I've asked that, now we all know that I like Candace. Candace is the last motherfucker should have said anything about it. You had a fucking cash bar at your wedding. You should have walked in there and not said a goddamn thing about
that was the
whatever.
anniversary.
No, that was the anniversary party. But either way, your point is valid.
Yeah,
okay, anniversary. Look. Okay, praise God, they had an anniversary. They ain't gonna have too many more. Nevertheless, you had a cash bar. You shouldn't be talking shit about nothing. And yes, I did take a dig at her because with the way she be talking to that man, even though I don't fucking like Chris. I'm not trying to wish a divorce. I just don't see that union lasting long. Is all I'm saying.
It probably shouldn't though. We're gonna get into that in a minute. But okay, so Dorothy congratulated Ashley and Candace was not here for it. She said, I'm not gonna give an ogre, I think that's how you pronounce it, ogre any life. I'm like
girl, like all you could have said nothing.
I'm just like, girl, take her.
No, what she should have done is pulled her mother to the side and cussed her mom out. Because not only has your mother given the ops ammunition against you, your mother also know that this woman played a part in what happened last year, writing statements and shit, and also that woman's husband that called you a criminal and everything else. Mom, why are you talking to? Oh no, mom would have got pulled to the side and would have got cussed the fuck out.
That was my whole problem with not only her mom, but and we're gonna get into it. But Chris, like, why are we talking to these people? These people talk so much crap about us. Why do we need to be in a good space with these people? Why? We don't need to. But
Candace was talking to Ashley at the table. Am I the only one who noticed that? Like, how mad are you? Y'all was chopping it up when y'all was sitting down together before Michael had got there. So it's just like you call her ogre 1 minute, and then y'all get down at the table and y'all just
but see, Candace is very bothered by Ashley's presence. Every single time she always got something to say. Ashley comes in and she speaks to everybody. And Candace, as soon as she walks up, she got something to say. Like, why are you so bothered? Why are you so pressed?
They generally just hate each other. I think that's really what that is. They just hate each other. And one probably just hate the other one more than the other one, I guess. Right. So Giselle says that she is dating somebody, and I just feel like she keep on talking about she got a new man, and I feel like the only person that really loves Giselle like that enough to want to be with her and marry her is Robin. That's the only person that loves her that much. So who is her man?
Casper the friendly ghost.
Casper the friendly ghost.
Jesus. His name is Jesus.
I mean, if Robin was Jamal, the Phantom, we'll call him the Phantom. But now it's Casper. It's an imaginary friend.
I will say it's funny how at the finale you dating somebody, but when they roll the what's happening with everybody, you ain't with him no more, and it's hot girl summer.
Listen, Giselle was doing all that for the camera because even when she put her purse up to cover up her mouth, girl, you know you got a mic on. Stop,
and we can still hear you.
I mean, y'all know how I feel about that. The same way I felt last week is how I feel this week. She very much so could have been talking to somebody. I just feel like she should not have made it public because niggas be here today and going tomorrow. Okay, trust me. That's why I don't tell anybody about the guys that I'm talking to, because baby, I could be talking to him for a good week. I could be talking to him for a good month. Baby, he could be gone the next day. So it's really nothing to tell unless it's something to tell.
Well, listen, you know my stories I have. I like 20, like I said on my video, Karen and Ray been married for 25 years. Half the time I can't keep a man for 25 days, let alone 25 minutes. So, you know.
But I feel like
just conversation, entertainment.
But I also feel like I didn't mind the producers asking her them questions because I think it's unfair that she comes on this show and she be starting messing with everyone else's business, but she don't never want to share her own personal business, and she keeps saying none of your business. But then you need to refrain from asking anyone else about who husband cheating on who husband paying taxes. That's what I don't like about it. They let her get away with too much.
Well, I didn't like how she was talking to that producer. It was the tone she had with that producer.
Mind your
and
business.
It was just like, well, ask me the next question. It's gonna be none of your business. I'm looking like you realize they couldn't talk to your bosses and you not have a job. Like you
they doing their job. Right.
But see, that's where privilege is. What she did in that confessional is what you call privilege.
Yeah.
Because let that be in the dark. Let somebody be in the darker tone and talk to them like that. They would be out of here like Nene.
It's crazy to me how she's allowed to get away with so much shit. You know what I mean? Like she could talk to people any kind of way. She could star shit. People allow her to get away.
But you know, anybody off that though. I know this is probably old, but do y'all remember that tape that OG put out on the Basketball Wives and how the producers was talking to them?
Yeah.
Like, shut the F up.
Right. Yes, I definitely remember that.
They ain't doing that energy on not basketball, Real Housewives of Potomac.
Yeah. Yeah, that shit was crazy when I heard the producers cursing them out now. I ain't know they be doing all that.
I think I figured out who Giselle's boyfriend was. Mr. Chocolate, the same person that Phaedra was.
Oh my God.
Okay, let me stop.
Oh my God. Well, first of all, shout out to Rodney the Voice. First of all, shout out to Rodney in the building, y'all.
Hey, Rodney.
Hey, Rodney.
Rodney says that Giselle is too old to even be announcing that she's dating a 34-year-old. Like, is it really going to last? Get your back broke in. That's what it should be.
Okay.
Just like I said,
I agree.
Says you could have been dealing with him for real, but why mention him? Because you see how quickly he disappeared. Girl, it
got to be Giselle. She got to be the reason. Like, what's the problem? Like, what is the problem?
Look, she already said she is unemotionally aware and things of that sort. Girl, okay.
Listen,
y'all think we gonna see a better Giselle next season?
Hell no.
Never, child.
Of course not.
That would never happen.
Rodney also said Giselle definitely would have answered my question if I was that producer. How are you on a reality show and not want to talk about your reality? No, man. Thank you. Thank you, Rodney.
Talk about her reality. The realest thing that we saw this season was where her kids said that she is a vampire. That was the realest thing that we saw.
We might see a different, not a better, but we might see a different Giselle and I think we all need to pray to whatever deity we believe in, that Robin Dixon does not come back, because without Robin Dixon to be her crutch and to be her mouthpiece when things get too hot, we might actually get what we need out of Giselle.
Which I think we're gonna get rid of Robin.
The producers cut shit out like they did at the reunion, because I'm still waiting to see that breakdown we never got.
Right.
You know what, Andy? If you watching, if you put it up as premium content, I will pay to see that Giselle breakdown. I'll pay for that shit.
Oh God, I'll pay. Oh God, I'll pay. No lie.
That's why Robin.
Giselle,
I think that's why Robin isn't really going anywhere, unfortunately, because Giselle needs somebody to be right. They need to, have an ally with Giselle.
Ally. That's what
I think Robin's gone. I don't think she's coming back. I think Robin's gone.
But if she
back as a friend,
she can be back as a friend.
Maybe a friend, but I don't think she.
But who else is interesting on that platform? Like, who's interesting in conversation, really?
Really? Okay, let's keep it like this. I say that Potomac has. I think I mentioned this before. Their original cast is long lasting. For 6 years, they've had majority of their cast still together all this time. True. I do feel like they have a really good cast, but really at this point in season 6, Robin and Ashley can go. They can be either demoted or fired as a whole, because the new girls are bringing it. Mia, as much as I don't like her ass, the bitch be bringing it. Wendy, she's bringing it. Ascala, bring her on, because we like her. Like,
even if Ascala don't say nothing, we like the way she dressed.
Right.
But Ascala, you gotta pay attention. Ascala be dropping nuggets, honey.
She be saying, that's my girl. Okay, I was
at her face. She be making some faces. She be making some faces that you be like.
I think once they went to the local trip, Williamsburg is when I started liking her, because I was like, ooh, and you getting it.
I do have an unpopular opinion. I know people will be mad at me, but in addition to everybody you named, Sakina, we can go ahead and get rid of the Grand Dame, and we can get rid of Giselle too.
Oh,
Karen?
I like Karen.
No, we
I
cannot.
really do.
No, ma'am. No,
We
ma'am.
can get rid of
I'm
both of them too.
I'm not mad at that at all, actually.
but we also have to be realistic.
Cash shakeup. I don't feel like they
ain't doing that. They not getting
Atlanta need a major cash shakeup.
Well, okay, no. But here's why I say that though. And again, this is me taking, because I do like Karen, but taking that out of the equation with Karen, really, what has Karen given us this season? Because the beef she had with Giselle, has she showed what happened last season? Cool, Karen, but you ain't gave us nothing.
Karen had a whole storyline. Her vow renewal, her becoming the ambassador.
Okay, her vow renewal.
Her becoming the ambassador, but she didn't even film in that state.
And when it comes to Giselle, other than being the puppet,
right? She got a whole business.
Nothing. So you can get you a new girl, get her at half or a quarter of the rate that you have Giselle, and have her be the messy person stirring stuff up. I'm just saying, like, unless y'all really giving us something new, something vibrant, why are you here? Y'all taking up space, because what's gonna happen is, I know for me, if Karen and Jizzy come with some fake ass beef next season, I'm telling you, I'm gonna be over.
But I don't think it's fake beef. I think they really do clash. I don't think that shit is fake.
Yeah, I don't think it's fake. I don't think.
But I'm gonna say this though. If we're being realistic here, as far as Bravo is concerned, I don't see them getting rid of Giselle nor Karen no time soon. I don't see them, because they look at them.
Excuse me, y'all.
No, I know what you're saying. I know exactly what you're saying, y'all. But what I'm saying is, in a realistic point of view, I don't see them really doing it right now, because of the fact that they feel, I think Bravo pretty much pushed them to the forefront and made them the anchors of Potomac, just like at one point, I hate to say it, Nene and Kim were pretty much the anchors of Atlanta. That's what they're pushing Karen and Giselle as. They're the main two that always get the seat next to Andy, where Giselle gets it all the time. Karen missed it twice, but Giselle gets it all the time. So they make them the anchors pretty much.
Don't Mia, as much as I don't like her, Mia reminds me of Kenya Moore. She's a Kenya Moore of this show, because if
now, hold on, wait,
they're not careful. If they're not careful, she will become the star of the show, because she's spicy. Everybody.
Okay, he is definitely the star of the show.
I can't stand her. I think
okay, because I didn't know where you were going with that.
I was giving her a side eye.
I'm like, wait, whoa, that's a big girl. Now, what I will say is, because I don't know if y'all gave me the business, maybe we saving it for the reunion, but even though I did not like that Wendy started with her initially, Mia really did come in firing on all cylinders, firing the gun at everybody and see what stuck. And then when it finally stuck with because the Wendy one fizzed out, when it stuck with Candace, she rode that. So
it was giving desperation. So that's the thing. I would say, I don't think that Mia ain't fucking with Kenya, period.
Not at all.
No,
not on my girl level at all. But it's because, one, she's a liar. Two, she be doing too damn much. Like I said, Kenya never came off thirsty for camera time or to be, she was being extra nice to Nene, and I ain't like that. Like, don't be trying to kiss Nene ass. You give her your ass to kiss. Fuck all of it. Nonetheless, Mia is not hitting on. Really, Mia reminded me of Drew. And anybody who knows me,
who's Drew?
Laura.
Oh, I forgot her.
I can't stand that. Okay. And that's exactly what Mia was giving. Over time, I started to think she was a little funny, because the bitch be lying, and I hate liars, but like her lies started to become a little funny. Like, girl, here you go with your remixing and shit like that.
And people wanted Mia to be that girl so bad, and she
wasn't.
She wasn't. Like, she couldn't keep her lies together. Like,
story's just changing.
the way she was walking around here, I'm thinking, you know, her income is like
she a boss
Kardashian or something, but she over here making 6 figures, so she's really not that girl. And her reads are lackluster. Like she don't
reads.
They don't be
where are they?
Okay,
I don't know.
Listen,
I don't know her.
Did y'all hear her husband asking for dollar bills when he was dancing with her? Did y'all catch that too?
Right.
Oh, I did not catch that. Oh my God.
Oh yeah, we said that at the end when they were
Mia's
dancing.
husband was dancing with her at the wedding, and he was like, "Do anybody got some dollar bills? Do anybody got some dollar bills?"
I'm not surprised, but I was cracking up when he told Karen to take it low.
Take it low. He was almost on good behavior. Almost.
Y'all may not be seeing it now. Listen. Y'all can go ahead, but man, I think Mia is going to be here to stay.
But some people want Sharice back, and I go back and forth on that one.
Sharice back.
Who the hell want her back?
I see some people in the comments say that.
Sharice used to get on my fucking nerves. She's swerving down. She was better than somebody. That's the moment that Candace had ran her down in that damn limousine.
Yes.
Said, I like her.
When she said
geriatric granny.
Right. She's like, where did she come from? I came from Jesus. I was like, oh shit. Oh. Like Candace was quick with it. I was like, oh, I like her.
Yeah, Sharice called her a little
I think I might have missed the moment, but we had over 400 people in the chat at one time. So shout out to the 400 people in the chat. If you have not liked this video, please hit that like button. Thank y'all so much. And make sure y'all subscribe to everybody. Everybody up here do YouTube and have a channel, whether y'all like us or not. I mean, I know y'all mad at me tonight, but go on and subscribe.
I know they definitely mad at me tonight.
What did you do?
Go on and subscribe anyway, though.
What did you do?
Child, they've been mad at me all night. I don't know.
They've been mad at Really Be and Chocolate Beauty all night. They've been mad at both of them. They've been mad at both of them, okay?
They're like,
I still love y'all.
Don't ask them to come back. Tomatoes up. Y'all get the tomatoes.
Oh, no. Josiah been getting the tomatoes. Josiah been getting the tomatoes.
Oh, yeah. Listen, him comparing Robin and Juan to Barack Obama and Michelle Obama was a reach.
Look at Sakina. Sakina put him in that again. Oh my god. Y'all stop putting them tomatoes up in here now. Stop.
I love y'all too. I do.
Somebody said y'all
acting like Mia. but yeah. It's been fun though. It has been fun. But
I love y'all though. I do.
But yeah, subscribe to everybody up here though, for real though. That is what this whole thing is about. Subscribing to everybody. And I see, first of all, since y'all's up here, I'm not even gonna save this to the end. I see y'all is putting out new content. He put out a video today. So y'all need to go and check that out. I sat there and I laid in my bed and I watched the entire video. Like I watched it.
Y'all quick with it. Y'all getting his stuff out before me. I'm like, shit.
Yeah, because last night after Potomac was over, his video was already up. I'm like,
look, he competing with Terrence because you know Terrence quick with the shit too.
Yeah, I'm like, well, goddamn.
My video was out before Terrence. I just want to let y'all know my video was out before Terrence. All right, just so you know.
However, yeah, make sure y'all like the video.
Can we talk about Candace shading everything about the wedding? No, can we talk about that?
I ain't even get to mention that in my review. Sometimes I be skipping over shit, and I be thinking
some of the stuff that Candace said. Again, I wasn't really mad at Candace this episode for real. Some of the stuff Candace said, she ain't lie about. Like them steps wasn't a lie. The outside of that venue wasn't a lie. Now the inside, but the outside
looked a little abandoned.
Okay, it wasn't a lie.
Look the food.
Even Amazon warehouse.
Right.
Okay, so more than likely, like that wedding that Candace was comparing her to comparing to the Don Juan's wedding or anniversary. The difference is the Don Juan was able to pay for her wedding. Karen paid for her own stuff, more than likely.
Oh,
well,
that's all the shade.
That's all the shade. The bride, it's up to the parents of the bride to pay for the wedding.
To pay for it. Then they cost up the coin.
Because let me tell you something. If my mama wants to throw a party, she gonna throw one, including her kids and her grandkids. Okay.
But again, I don't think that that's outside of norm for the parents to pay for the wedding. Like, I don't think we should shade her because her parents pay for the wedding when that's the norm.
But I'm saying you can't throw jabs at somebody else's stuff when it's that type of conversation. Like, you're comparing.
Everything Candace said, my ass would have been sitting there saying, I ain't gonna lie. Like I said, I won't mad because I'd have said the same thing. Listen, when I pulled up to that venue and saw the outside of that strip mall, I'd have said the same damn thing. What the fuck? Okay.
What the hell?
The inside was nice though.
I like but the outside wasn't. So what I'm saying is that would have been my original.
Yeah. Now
I'd have been sitting there like,
child, what's going?
Well, listen, because y'all know I don't like to agree with really be on nothing, child. But at the end of the day, I do agree with what she said because pulling up at a strip mall and stuff, I'm thinking I'm finna go to the washer, I'm finna go to the grocery store. Yeah, like, I'm finna go somewhere because I would have been like, where the hell are we at? Are we going shopping or are we going to a damn ceremony? Like, where are we at? Then if I would have walked in, I would have been like, oh, okay, girl.
Beautiful inside. It absolutely was. But like I said, when I got out my car, I would have said the same thing. And then when I got inside and they told me the bar is upstairs, the fuck you lying? I would have had something to say too.
I would have been like, where's that? It's up there.
I didn't like the stairs.
And then you mean to tell me I would have got all the way to the top of them steps and I couldn't get no Jack Daniels? It was only wine and beer.
Yeah, I mean, they were at a strip. Maybe there was a liquor store right down that you could walk to. So who knows?
Did y'all catch the shade when Candace said that it took Karen 7 minutes to get up them steps?
Yes.
It probably did.
It probably did, though.
That dress, that was a whole lot. Trying to get up there with that dress.
I swear to God, she should have, because ain't no way.
Karen looked so beautiful.
She did.
Yeah, her hair was really cute. The dress was cute. It was just a lot to be trying to go up and down the stairs. And already an older woman. It was a whole lot going on. And yeah, it's awkward, like literally watching somebody. I know people walk down the aisle and all of that, but watching somebody struggle up some steps.
And an older couple, and that's no shade. But
yes, for real. Them coming down the steps was even a damn struggle. Like, oh, that's supposed to be the easy part.
Child.
There was a damn elevator in that venue. I refuse. I feel like fire code violation. It had to be an elevator. It had to be an elevator in
there. She's still stuck on that elevator part.
Okay, I'm with Gigi Cloud. Ray would have been coming to me, honey.
I swear.
Ray barely got down them steps the first time. The hell.
Yeah, she should have thought about that.
Who did Giselle say that was in her DMs? Whose DMs was she talking about? Karen?
She was trying to insinuate that Karen was sneaking around. That's what she was.
Yeah, she was insinuating Karen be cheating.
Messy.
As she always is.
You got no type of play
at all.
And my
the funny part is,
if Karen been cheating, she's doing a good job of it.
I'm just saying, even if Karen and Ray are in other people's DMs, they was able to make it last 25 years, and he didn't embarrass the fuck out of her. He did not send her to an institution where she was whacked out of her mind. So with that being said, I'm gonna need for Jizzy to sit the fuck. See, Karen needs to
sit the fuck down somewhere. Yeah.
I'm just saying, like whatever their situation is, it works for them. Okay, because while your husband at the time was sitting here cheating on you, you was sitting here pulling from the pool pit and shit, and I'm pretty sure you was getting your legs toned back by somebody in there too. Like, don't do that. Don't do it.
I was drinking Coke and I was spitting out.
I forgot who said it, but yes, I chose violence today.
Yes, you choose violence every damn day.
No, I don't.
Gabrielle, what you eating?
Oh, some chicken liver.
Mm-hmm. Chicken liver.
Oh God.
Mm-hmm. You from the South?
My family from the South. I'm from the Midwest. So do with that what you will.
That's the same with me. Family from
technically,
the South,
we the South, but I don't consider us the South. But my family eat chicken livers. I don't. But ain't nothing for my daddy to fry.
Well, listen, I'm from damn broke down wood written ass Mississippi. They love that shit here. So
yeah, I went to Alabama and they had chicken gizzards on the KFC menu when I was young. I said, "What the hell is that?"
They got it on KFC.
Well, see,
yeah, they used to have the menu up here.
I
what
never
y'all don't know is so Scotty, my mother's side of the family, Scotty, is from Starkville, Mississippi. So
that's not too far from me.
And my father's family is from Alabama. No, I'm sorry. My father's from Mississippi too, but my mother's father, he was from Mobile, Alabama. So I'm very country. I'm just born in the Midwest, but I got some very country ways.
That's normally how it is, though. Most people that live in the Midwest, like in Chicago and shit like that, most of their family is from the South. That's normally how it goes, anyway.
Yeah.
Right,
hey,
so.
Gigi, I went to Valdosta State, girl.
Okay, so next up is when they were talking about the rings and shit and how Michael don't wear his damn ring. I think Juan don't really wear his or some shit. I don't know. Nobody care.
And again, Robin's embarrassing him. You never wear your ring. He was like, yeah, when I was playing ball, nigga, damn.
I can't.
Fuck that.
Didn't Ashley say that Michael don't wear
he don't wear his.
He got a condition or something like that.
Yeah.
I ain't never seen no bump on his hand. She lying. Bitch, a bump where? Show us.
Right.
Because I ain't never seen it. That he take it off when he go creeping with Juan. That lady he got caught in the hotel with. When he down at the
she meant Juanita. She meant to say Juanita. We know who you meant. We don't. She didn't mean Juan Dixon. She meant Juanita down the street.
Somebody said Robin sound bitter, but like really, I'm really team Robin on a lot of this.
I am too.
I know I do not like Robin at all. She's the weakest bitch in the room to me. However, I just feel like Juan ain't shit, and I used to go up for Juan. Y'all know.
So did. Every time Terrence will say something about Juan and Michael being together, you'll be ready to shut it down.
Just sit down.
Shut it down. Shut it down.
Not Juan. Period. Like, I was just like, you really not shit. Like this season has shined a light on his ain't shitness. I mean, we already know he on her back in the day and shit, but it's just like, I'm not telling you.
Well, you know,
hold on, y'all.
One falls into that.
Hold on, y'all. One second. I just want to shout out another YouTuber by the name of B Sting. She's in the building. Shout out to B Sting, honey. Shout out. Go ahead, y'all. I just wanted to give her.
Oh no, I was just gonna say like Juan suffers from something that a lot of people suffer from, where we all have stories, and we all have stories of where somebody may have redeemed themselves, but way back when they was an ain't shit person. And many of us don't tell our story because we were trying to protect that other person because of how they may have grown up. But where Juan is stuck at is you may not be that same person, but that doesn't erase who the fuck you was 13 years ago. And you can't get, and even though I don't like Robin, you can't get mad at her for telling her story, because if that is how you were then, nigga, that's how you were then. And you gotta own that shit. People get mad because, like, well, I'm not that person. Like, but it's still my story, and I'm gonna tell my story.
And not only that, if I feel like if they don't discuss it and they don't put it to bed, then history has a way of repeating itself. So what we need to do is we need to discuss this and have a clear understanding. So, him having a little hissy fit, I just didn't like that. I didn't like it at all.
Okay, doing too much, fuck nigga.
Right.
I had to say it. Anyway, y'all, who we talk about?
Okay, so we can move on now, because first of all, did y'all hear Mia ask, was Karen getting baptized?
She's such a
I did hear that.
She's so dumb.
But did y'all see the preacher? He was reading off his phone. I said, huh?
What's wrong with him reading off the phone? We in a new age, damn it.
What happened to going off the heart or having the Bible in your hand? I was confused.
Okay. All I'm gonna say is this: there's a lot of people that know the Bible and don't live the Bible, and you know what? I'm not gonna go down that road because the last time I talked about the Bible and Christianity, I pissed a lot of people off. Never mind. No, that's when I read the fuck out of Drew Sidor and
a lot
of people weren't happy with that, so I'm not going.
Maybe her shenanigans. Y'all know how I feel about her.
Oh, we know how you feel about Drew, honey. We know how you feel when y'all try to give her ass some advice about the storyline a couple of months ago. You jumped out of the blue and said, "Don't give her no advice."
Let her ass drown, okay? Fuck that. Oh wait,
look,
no.
The only reason she got that little bit of advice is because she is from the shop, South Side though, but she's from the shop nonetheless. So I was trying to give her a smidgen.
I'm from Chicago, bitch. Don't touch me. Well, guess what, bitch? You could be from Chicago and still get your ass whooped. You could be from Compton and still get your ass whooped. You could be from Atlanta.
Okay, Jennifer. Go ahead, Jennifer. I know we in Amsterdam and shit, but you can still get your ass whooped.
It don't matter. I cannot stand when people get the listing off where they're from, bitch. Okay, and what?
But Jennifer knows she wasn't finna whoop nobody ass. I don't know why she said that. Okay. I don't know why she said that. She knows she wasn't finna do shit.
Well, the point she made is, bitches from Compton get their ass whooped all the time. I'm like, well, that's a true statement.
But you ain't gonna do it. That's my point. But you ain't gonna do it. Yeah, that happens, but your ass ain't gonna do it. So stop. Oh, Jennifer. Did you just see? I know that ain't got nothing to do with what we talking about, but did y'all just see her out there at that tape? She was like, "I ain't scared of you. I don't give a fuck where you from, girl."
Let's do that shit. That shit. I was like, man,
I ain't out here trying to be fighting like that, but if that's what you want to do, then do that shit. I'm like,
hey, Challenger.
If that's what you want to do, then do that shit. Like,
okay.
Really, Jennifer?
Why you sound like her so much? You do a good Jennifer impression. I'm impressed.
Like, girl, what? Jennifer, I listen, I don't like Jennifer, period. I don't like Jennifer at all. I never liked Jennifer, especially when she was up Evelyn's ass. I didn't like her. I've never liked Jennifer. Mm-mm. So, but we ain't talking about Basketball Wives yet. We're gonna move on, child. But okay, so Karen and Ray, they renewed their vows. Then all the men came together. They all embraced. Ray made that comment about their children are surprising.
Look, wait, right quick. Who was the lady that Ray brought on season 1? Was that his mother or was that his aunt?
His aunt. That came with the etiquette and shit.
And that's who he gets his reads from. That's who taught his ass because he's been reading this whole season. That's who Ray learned that shit from.
I think her name is Aunt God or something like that, and she like her tea at certain temperature and all that shit.
Right.
Bro,
right.
Ray was reading this whole damn season, telling Karen why you didn't go for Giselle next. Look. But the fact that he said that shit to Michael face about
his face.
Bold.
I said, the fuck what? I had to just go ahead and do one of these just because
Ray still don't like Michael. He still don't like him.
Okay, from that, what was that reunion or that season? I think that was a season finale when he was trying to say that he was gonna help Ray or whatever. Like, boy, fuck you. I don't blame him. One thing about Ray, he gonna throw some shade, whether it be at Michael, Giselle, or whoever the hell else.
Right. Okay, so we're at the last part pretty much because I know we normally stop at 2 hours, but we run over time just by 3 minutes, child. So no, it's okay. But we've been talking a lot. We've had a lot of.
We've been off topic and everything.
Yeah. Okay. But so the end of it was Giselle and Warren trying to get Chris and Michael to talk. Then, of course, Chris and Michael starts arguing, and then it led to Candace and Chris arguing and Candace storming off. First of all, I don't like this "you need to apologize" clique. And that you need to apologize clique is Giselle, Robin, Ashley and Michael. They're always yelling about how somebody needs to apologize. You need to apologize. No, you need to apologize. And Giselle be the main one. You owe this person an apology. Yeah. And you owe that person an apology. And you owe me an apology. And I want an apology. Apology. I'm so sick of that fucking word. Okay. Mm-hmm. So it's just like, what makes y'all think that Chris owes Michael a fucking apology? He don't owe him shit. If anything, Michael needs to apologize to everybody for existing, number one. And number two, he needs to apologize to the producer and the ass that he grabbed too. Oh, the several asses that he grabbed. Wait. They also,
And also Katie's husband's ass.
Yeah, because he did that season 1.
Down at that party, yep. Just ass grabbing.
So it annoys me, and I don't even know why Michael even tried to even talk to him, because Michael is very passive aggressive and condescending. He don't know how to talk to nobody. He talked to people like they're dumb and stupid and all of this other shit.
Well, Juan brought it up first.
Yeah, I don't even know why Juan even bringing it up. Like, they don't have to be friends.
He was gonna bring it up when they went on their date.
He did say that. I forgot about that. He did.
Right. But see, here's my thing with these shows. Stop trying to force these people to be friends. Everybody ain't meant to be fucking friends.
Like, wait, but let's not forget, even though Juan brought it up, you also gotta, tie everything together. Remember, Chris made it clear that he wanted to patch things up with Michael.
He did.
And who was at the table when he said that? Robin brought that to her husband. So that's how this all. So regardless of the apologies, Chris wanted this shit.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all already know my feelings on Chris and him wanting to make up with this motherfucker and not protecting his wife, but nevertheless, fuck Chris.
Yeah, fuck Chris. Fuck Chris.
I think everybody feels that.
No, listen, we don't do that. Like, you're sitting up here trying to be cordial to this man and you talking to him. Meanwhile, he's kind of low key shading you, because Giselle was like, me and Michael, we've had our issues. And then Michael goes, well, you're an intelligent person, so I'm like, so you want to make up with him? This is who you want to make up with and be on a good space with? Like, why do we need that? We don't have to argue with him, but we can also just pay him dust. So that's why I don't understand. We gonna get to it, but I wasn't mad at Candace for popping off. I wasn't.
Because he was being condescending when he said that comment about you an intelligent person, so we can have a conversation. Basically trying to insinuate that Chris ain't that intelligent enough to have a conversation with him, as if he is someone to have a fucking conversation.
Wait, but people forget at the very beginning of this episode, Michael was still talking Cash Money shit about both Chris and Candace.
Mm-hmm. He was.
But people want to be mad at Candace at the very end of this episode. So it's just like he didn't call this woman a criminal. He talking about their marriage, which is probably pillow talk that he got from Ashley. But he talking all this shit in this particular episode. But y'all mad because Candace popping off.
Listen, I wasn't mad at Candace. I wasn't mad at Candace, and Candace wasn't wrong. And I understood people was like, well, they both white. But it's about the classism. Michael has this superiority thing, and he thinks he's better than Chris. At the end, he looks at Chris as white trash. And I don't know why people don't understand that elite white people put white people that they think are not on their level in the same damn categories they put us. And that's what he has Chris. He has Chris on that level. He doesn't respect Chris. He doesn't see it for Chris. He thinks he's better than Chris. And at the end of the day, Candace wasn't wrong, and I wasn't wrong at Candace. Now, I ain't like the way Candace talked to him at the end of the episode, but that's just how they talk to each other, child. Because clearly she talked like that to him when they by themselves, because he said it earlier in the season when they got into that argument. She was like, I'm trying not to cuss you out on camera. He was like, you cuss me out any other time. So that's clearly how they talk to each other.
I mean, it's pretty like the roles have reversed, because it's like, a couple of weeks ago, Michael was doing, to Candace what Candace is doing to him now, in this particular situation. So it's pretty much like the roles were reversed. I just don't understand why people always feel like you gotta bow down to the Darbys. Who the fuck are they to be bowing down to? That's all I'm trying to understand. Who the fuck are they to bow down to?
And people think because Ashley she done pushed out some babies by that corpse, that her whole image, she's a corpse, she got one foot in the grave, that, her whole it hasn't. I will never forget, she used to terrorize them people. So I don't care if she having babies.
Now,
still,
I will say, since Dylon came into the
not Dylon.
Dylon been trying to get her together. She ain't been as messy, okay? So we can thank Dylon for her dialing the back.
Not Dylon.
Yeah, y'all see the way that the way it's spelled? It's Dylon, not Dylan. That boy name is Dylon. I know what Dylon when I say Dylon.
Oh God, you kill me with that one. Every time you say Dylon, I holler to myself and out loud.
Dylon. I'm mad Dylon didn't get a speaker role. He got a speaker role last week. Why we didn't see Dylon this week?
I cannot.
Now, I don't care about Dean. Dean already looked like his hairline receding. I don't care about Dean, but Dylon is that dude.
Now, y'all know Baby Dean. He on his way to
Cut it out.
Now, at least I try to call the boys Tommy and Dio Pickles. You call the boy, call him his receding hairline. Every De Niro call him Little Jim Crow. Y'all just don't get them damn kids. Y'all don't get them kids no type of fucking grace at all.
Wait. First off, I have never disrespected Dylon. Okay, Dylon, my dude.
That's your favorite.
Number two, I said Dean. I called Dean by his name. All I said is he looked like his hairline is already receding. Look, his daddy ain't got a hairline in me. I'm just stating facts here.
Terrence said he'd be working a 9 to 5, and
look, I'm just trying to let you know, okay? Like I said, they run a split shift. One do the first 12 hours, then go to sleep. The other one do the 12 hours, then go to sleep. Y'all know what's going on.
Yeah, you're right though, for real. But at the end of it all, I think what we could really say about this to close this whole thing out is this right here. They all look foolish trying to make nice with Michael Darby. He would be the last person I would be making nice with. First of all, he should not be on the show. Number two, he has sexually assaulted and harassed producers and other men on the show. Just like somebody in the chat said. And y'all know I do not like Phaedra Parks, period. But when she made up that lie about Candy and Todd and then tried to blame a producer for it, she got fucking fired. So if she got fired for that, Michael needs to go too. I know he's not necessarily hired on the show. He's just there because he's Ashley's husband.
But I don't think he should be allowed.
He shouldn't be on the show.
Exactly.
He should be filming.
Again, because like Brandi said earlier, and I think all of us have said this at one point in time, but Brandi said it earlier, if that were a woman he had assaulted, it would be a whole different reaction.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. Even on Vanderpump Rules, they have fired 2 of the main cast members because they was making racial slurs. So it's like,
I mean,
y'all get rid of these.
One thing, right? And it would be one thing if they were doing this before the tape came out, and it was kind of just like my word against your word. But once that tape dropped, that literally showed him grabbing that man's ass in season 1. I'm like, come on, man.
Exactly.
And the fact that literally every time I see that video, y'all, it creeps me out. Because like, what is the damn chances of them just having a conversation and you see him off in the distance grabbing ass?
Right. And as much as I hate,
I'm sorry, it's the way you said it.
For anything, much as I hate to give Giselle credit for anything, Giselle brought that shit up at the season 1 reunion.
She did.
Like, but yeah, and then look at her now, just the same way Robin was kikiing with his ass down at that table on that damn double date. Like, girl, you just going along so you can look good and so Warren can see his man. We not gonna talk about that.
I don't know. To answer your question, naturally, Mar, I don't know what kind of contacts Michael has in the DMV, but he must be connected. That's all I got to say.
Yeah.
About that weird encounter between him and one.
If he was part of the ownership group that owned the Watergate, because he ain't owned it by himself, but if he was part of the ownership group that owned the Watergate Hotel, yeah, he.
Just like somebody said up in here, when like they had security for Chris Samuels and he didn't even do shit but stand up or cuss their asses the fuck out. They had security for his ass. So y'all still gonna have Michael around. Y'all still gonna have him filming on the show. Y'all still gonna do that. What makes him the exception to the rule? Just like Sakina said, if you got motherfuckers getting fired for racial slurs on Vanderpump Rules, why in the hell are y'all not firing or not having Michael on the show? But like y'all said, if that was a woman he assaulted like that, he would be gone. People really don't take that type of shit seriously when it comes down to a man. Some people really feels like, some people really feel like men cannot be sexually harassed or assaulted.
Or even that comment that Michael made. Everybody made a joke of it, but even that comment that Michael had made, if Michael had made that comment about one of the other women on the show, I sure would like to eat her.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it would have been laughed off and it would have been made into a joke. I think it would have been taken a little differently had he said that about one of the women on the show. No.
Mm-mm. If he would have said, go ahead, Brandi. I'm sorry.
So I think that's where Candace's frustration comes in at.
Mm-hmm.
Because when she and Chris were, they was off to the side and they was going back and forth, I kind of felt her frustration. Like, you really gonna be mad at me over him? Are you really gonna sit up here and come down on me over a man that's calling me a criminal, called you white trash, after a man who's a predator? You really gonna be mad at me? So I wasn't mad at Candace for telling him to shut the F up. I really wasn't, because it's like you can't be mad at me over him. He's caused so much tension between, within this group, and his history. You're not gonna get mad at me over him just because you want to be in a good space with him. I didn't like that.
And I want to just make one point.
Mm-hmm.
And this is coming from a man. I've already told y'all how I feel about Chris, but peel away all of that. Let's just say, for instance, him and Michael get back cool. This can really destroy their marriage, because what's to say that he not gonna sit here and tell Michael some shit that's going on within his marriage? It gets past
I doubt that.
And that was the fucking dagger.
That's stupid.
Yeah, I highly doubt that. I think Chris wants to be in a space where he's not uncomfortable, because like I said one of them last times, I don't think he likes to be in conflict. He's not confrontational and shit like that. So I think
his social media tells a different story, sweetheart.
I mean, social media is a bit different from being in a uncomfortable space physically.
But again, I just feel like that's just how they talk to each other. Like, I don't always agree how people talk, like some people in their marriage, but if that is clearly how they talk to each other. Like, that is just clearly how they talk to each other. So if that's how y'all run around, I mean,
I don't think she was wrong.
I
don't think she was wrong.
Yeah, I saw a live that Chris and Candace did, and they kept saying, Chris gonna divorce Candace, and Chris basically said, we was together 7 years before we even got married, so I'm not going nowhere. She was like this whole time. I'm not going nowhere. So he knows who Candace is.
Wait, really, B? Did I not say that? Did I not say he know the woman that he married? Have I not said it on past panels?
I agree, but that's what I'm saying. I absolutely.
I'm just saying, but I'm just a little confirmation. No, because when I was going in, y'all, not you, but some of y'all was like, "Why you going to?" So I'm just like, he know the woman he married.
Yeah,
but how you can't be on here acting crazy now. You know what you meant.
But I will say this: I think it's been amplified with her being on the show. I mean, at the core, this is who she is, but I also think there's a little bit of, extra sauce because she's on the show.
Yeah, pretty much. I just think that at the end of it all,
so sorry, you okay, boo?
Oh, I'm fine.
Oh. Yeah, you was quiet.
I got to check on Josiah.
Oh, I'm fine.
He been too busy checking up on me, trying to make sure I haven't lost my mind. Jesus, it's just a lot. It's nothing to talk about on film, child. But however, I think that we could all agree that Michael Darby needs to go. I think we can all agree that everybody should not be trying to cater to him and make him feel comfortable after he's made so many people uncomfortable with his presence alone. And I just don't know why everybody craves his appearance. Like, why does he need to be around? I don't understand. But it is what it is. So I guess that we can put the pin on that here. Okay. First of all,
wait, and I don't think he's at the
I
reunion.
don't think he's gonna be at the reunion either. So that's a great thing.
I think the only husbands that came, Chris. I think Chris is the only OG husband that came. Juan didn't come. Michael didn't come.
I thought Eddie was there.
He ain't OG. That's her second season. That ain't OG yet.
Oh, OG, yeah, no.
Where's Ray? Did y'all see Ray?
It was looking very, very skinny.
I don't know if Ray was there, but I didn't see him.
Yeah, I don't know.
I didn't see him.
Them men over this show, they don't want to be on this shit. but however, this was it for tonight. We had a great show tonight. Really, really.
Ray was there. Okay, Ray was there. Okay.
Oh, he was? Okay. We had a good show tonight. First of all, I'm gonna send a special shout out to Brandi. Chanel, I could have been asked you to come up here a long time ago, but I don't know your social media. I don't know if you have any social media, anything like that. So I don't know how to get to you to have you come up here. But I'm glad that I did ask you while we were up here, and you brought, your opinions. You just brought something new to the table. I'm always here for something new to the table. So thank you for your insight and your perspective. Okay. We would love to have you up here again at another time. Chocolate Beauty, as always, we are always glad to see you come up here and voice your opinions and your thoughts, because you was on fire tonight. I could tell you was on fire because the people was mad. Look, you ain't on fire.
Usually they're not mad at me. They're not usually mad at me. So
right. Okay. All right. As a matter of fact, Brandi, we might have you come back for the reunion. We should have you come back for the reunion.
I'll be here. I ain't going nowhere.
So
we talk about you ain't ready in the comments and shit.
I had just took off my wig. I was like, yo, I ain't got no wig on. But about a head, But
before we go, I'm gonna allow all of you guys to let everybody know what you got going on your channels and where they can find you. We're gonna start off with Sakina, child. What you got going on and where can they find you?
So y'all can find me at Simply Sakina on YouTube. Y'all can find me at Simply_Sakina on Instagram. Y'all can follow me on Twitter too, because I'll be tweeting. I'll be tweeting a lot on the shows that I don't watch, like Beverly Hills and other stuff that I can't think about right now because I put myself on the spot. But nonetheless, subscribe, follow, all of that, Simply Sakina.
Really be.
Hi, you can find me at Really Be TV right there. Y'all come on over. We do reviews and celebrity gossip and pop culture over there. Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, which is coming to an end, Salt Lake City. I do scripted shows as well. Our Kind of People, Queen Sugar. So come on over and check me out, honey.
All right, Josiah, come on, brother.
What's up, guys? So y'all know it's November, nonstop November. I have 3 videos that'll be coming out this month. Working on some more. Come over and watch Hot Topics and stuff, and stay tuned for collaborations with Scotty this week, Sakina, and Terrence as well. Really be, we need to, as long as our schedules can kind of, match up.
Our schedules keep clashing, but we're gonna get it together. Together.
So stay on the lookout for that.
Chocolate Beauty.
Okay, so please make sure that you guys subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also, make sure that you check out my website, www.chocolatebeauty81.com. Please check me on BIGO. I do shows on there as well and panels. And please just check me out. I'm trying to balance everything that I do on all my platforms. I do cover this, but I didn't talk about this week's episode yet. And I actually watched the BMF series on Stars. So I will be reviewing that and talking about clickbait. So hopefully I will get that done soon.
All right. Yeah.
So as of right now, every Monday I have a trending topics video called The Deep Dive that comes out. doing Potomac, doing Beverly Hills. This is the last week for that. I'm not sure. Tentatively, y'all may get the Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip. I ain't quite sure yet.
I don't know either.
I don't know if I'm
gonna send me our Peacock link.
Okay, I don't know if I'm
if I can get to the Peacock.
So and the Cleanup Woman, I don't know if I'm gonna review her show, Posha, but we gonna see. Because you know,
I knew exactly who he was talking about.
And last but certainly not least, you know, this is just something different. Pokemon Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl comes out 19th, so I will be doing gameplay as well. So that'll probably be 2
people will watch that.
I'm just letting you know, like I does a lot of stuff. I'm a jack of all trades, so you know I do a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
You might try to do a separate channel for that. Like if you
actually, I do have a separate channel for that, but so anyway,
all right then, okay. And Brandi, what you got going over there on your channel?
So I do, you know, reviews for right now. I'm thinking about doing like a weight loss journey type videos coming soon. So hopefully I'll do that. I do Insecure. I do Real Housewives. I do Love and Marriage Huntsville. I do Ready to Love. I just started Ready to Love. Right now I'm at 537 subscribers. I'm trying to get to 1,000 by the end of the year. So, yeah, so my YouTube is Brandi Chanel. Please subscribe to my channel. Yeah.
Word. Yeah.
Like I
love too, child.
Like I said, everybody up here, y'all please subscribe to every single person up here, and not just subscribe. Make sure you watch the shit too. It doesn't matter if you subscribe. You can subscribe all damn day, but if you subscribe and watch the shit, that actually helps out too. So please subscribe and watch the shit.
Scotty, where did that bass come from in your voice all of a sudden? Like it was some came from your diaphragm, all of your throat and shit. Where'd that come from?
You know what? You know what? You with the shit. You from trying to start the shit. Now we've been getting along the whole time. You gonna wait till we get ready to go so you can start your shit. You know what?
This is really a big ass networking event.
That's all it is. That's really all it is. That's really all it is. So first of all, go ahead. No, go ahead.
Oh, because I've been following or subscribed to Brandi since the pandemic. I think since like the top of Potomac last season. Mm-hmm. When did you start your channel?
I started it last year. I was bored and I said, you know what, let me go ahead and start a channel and run my mouth. And honestly, I was gonna quit because I was like, girl, ain't nobody watching you. So I was gonna quit, but then I was like, no, I wanna continue to do it, see if I'm good at this. So I enjoy it. I love doing this.
Well, before we go, I just want to tell you this: don't quit, because I'm gonna tell you just like this. That first year is the hardest fucking year. That first year is the hardest one. Okay, it's gonna take a minute, and like I always tell people, you never know what your breakthrough video is going to be. Sometimes it comes at the beginning stages, sometimes it comes at the middle, and sometimes it comes right now in the present. So you never know when your breakthrough video comes in. So I want you to continue to do it, because listen, when I first started on YouTube, I didn't hit my first 1,000 until maybe 2 years in. Like it took me a long time to really hit it like that, because when you're new, people don't really want to take a chance on you right then and there. So you got to keep it moving and keep it pushing. So please don't quit. I always tell everybody that. I tell Josiah that. I tell Really B that. I tell Sakina that. I tell everybody that. You know what I mean? Please do not quit. Keep it moving. And this is why I always make sure whenever I have anybody up here, whether it's for this panel, whether it's for me and Josiah and Terrence's panel, whether it be for anything, I always say subscribe, but I always say subscribe and watch. You can people hit the subscribe button and think they're doing you a favor. No, you also got to watch the content, even though you subscribe to the channel, so you can watch the content. So that's really all that matters. So I want you to continue to do it. I want you to continue. Yeah, and comment too. and like.
Respond to my comments, child. Me and my subscribers, we be talking.
Yeah, so like that's all I'm saying.
Now I can't like and comment on every
I gotta
video.
go, y'all.
Bye, really be.
Bye.
Yeah, I love y'all.
I
gotta go.
All right.
Have a good week, y'all.
All right.
I'm just saying, you got people that be doing some messy ass videos, so I don't like to be that visible because y'all know I'm ignorant as hell. Because I wish somebody would be like, because y'all was on this person's channel. I'm saying it because I have friends that are in the quote unquote beef sector. So I watch their videos. I just don't like and comment because again, I am ignorant.
Well, yeah, be selective on
who you watch. Yeah.
No, because this is on a tangent, but there was somebody who had liked the video, and I don't know if YouTube does it now because you can link it to your Twitter back in the day, and if you liked the video, it posted to Twitter. Somebody had saw that, then got mad at this person, went to their channel, blasted them, said this person is a homophobe, but you like their video, so this means you did. I'm like, see, I ain't got time for all this shit. Okay, I have what we call a life. So nah, I'm good. So I understand what you saying. I'll watch your video. I may not like and comment on everyone because sometimes people be with the shit.
I say I won't like and comment. Well, I'm always like, but only time I really don't comment on something is if I'm watching. A lot of us have a tendency to watch while we doing something.
Right.
I watch it on my TV. If I'm watching on my TV, of course. And unless it's something that I really want to say, then I'll go to my phone. Like, let me hurry up. Let me go, comment on it. But that's like the only time I really don't comment. But I feel like I'll be all over the place. I was in like 3 different people's premieres and they lives. I'll be all in their feed. Y'all might see me. Hey. Okay. I just like interacting. I feel like it's very important.
And that's all it is. So like, just like I said, like Brandi will be invited back up here at any given moment. I hope she's ready at any given moment. Like she will be invited back up because the people liked you up here, and we definitely liked you up here. So you'll definitely be back. Same thing with Chocolate Beauty. You know what I'm saying? Like when I first seen her, her preview on the Chasing reality series, I remember Terrence and Josiah and I were talking, and we were like, I said, what about Chocolate Beauty? Because she did 2 of my panels already. So what y'all think about her? And then, they both agreed to have you up here. That I think she'll do a good job. I think she'll do, and you do a good job every time you come up here. You know what I'm saying? So we appreciate it.
Thank you.
The same way, I brought my cousin up here. He's not a content creator, but he's up here. And baby, these comments be the fuck on fire when his ass is up here. So listen, that's just the type of person he is. Now y'all see what I have to deal with.
Can I say something real quick to Brandi? Brandi, I just got to my 1K and I've been on YouTube for about 5 years. So please don't give up.
Most definitely.
Thank you guys, because I was like, ain't nobody watching you, girl. You might as well just give up. So, but I'm glad I did.
Girl, the more you be up here, the more exposure you get because, people from different pages or channels. I always say that, child. People from different channels, they get to see you like, oh my gosh, I like her. I love her commentary. I love her personality, whatever the case may be. And you're gonna get your 1,000. Trust.
You are.
And then some.
The only thing I'll say is don't fall for the quick view trap. Don't do that. And that's mostly tied to, I hate to say it, but the beef sector where people be like, well, I'm doing this content. Nobody's watching me. Oh, but people are watching these videos. So let me jump over here in some ish I don't need to be in. And now, because here's the reality. People gonna come for the mess. But if you not continuing to give them that, then you go fall back off. You know what I'm saying? And then if you bring that to your channel, not saying that you will, you'll lose the people that actually came for what you was giving. And it's best slow and steady. And you never know. You might get somebody to shout you out like me. My channel, did numbers way back when because James Colwell, aka Spiller Boy TV, shouted me. I didn't even know he gave me a shout out until we talked about it. He was like, yeah, I shouted you. I was just like, really weird. What was that video? What was I doing? Like, wait, what? Like, okay, you never know who's watching, you know what I'm saying? But just stay true to yourself and just don't involve yourself in anything crazy. Because trust me, trying to sit here and chase a fad will drain you out so fast, and you don't want to get yourself tied into some mess that you really can't get out of. So
right,
yeah, that's true. Because like even when I first started this panel, and I know we're all off topic, we're supposed to be into this, but like I said, when I first started this panel, like it's gonna be a year this month. When I first started this panel, like I mainly worked with people that were pretty much like smaller YouTubers. When I first started, the only biggest YouTuber that I had up here was Brandi Blue, because at the very beginning it was supposed to be me, Terrence, Josiah, Brandi Blue, Jamie, and I think that was it at first. But Color Me Pink couldn't do it at the time, so it was just me, Josiah, Terrence, Jamie, and Brandi Blue. Then I saw Niecy's videos, and then I added Niecy to it. Then me, Jay Lee, and Alex were on Bundy's panel one time. It wasn't really a panel, but she had all of us up here at one time. And I always knew Alex, always wanted to work with Alex. So I said, "Oh, Alex, do you want to come on my panel? Maybe once or twice." It's like, "Yeah, sure." I asked Jay Lee, she agreed. They both came up and brought something new to the table, and then I kept them up here. So it grew to like 8 damn people, including myself, which I wasn't expecting it to be that many fucking people, but that's how much it became. And then I think y'all came up before them. Y'all came up. And
I had asked a question in the comment, did USCB best like, "Hey, you want to be on the panel?" I'm just like, okay.
Yeah, because I had him up here because Bondi wasn't there that day. Because at first I used to just have people come up when someone else wasn't there. So I had y'all up, and everybody liked him when he came. So I kept him. It's like every time everybody liked somebody, I would keep them. And then Sakina would come up there. And every now and then, and everybody liked her too. But at that point, it was like 9 damn people. I'm like, "Look, I can't have all of us up here at one time. Sakina just going to come up here when she come up here. I can't have all of us up here at one damn time. It's too much." You know what I'm saying? So I always like working with smaller YouTubers or whatever. I don't know why, but I just tend to gravitate to them because I know what it's like to be a smaller YouTuber. I still consider myself a smaller YouTuber. I'm not that damn big. I still consider myself a smaller YouTuber myself. So, you know, that's like I even like B Steam. She's a smaller YouTuber and I like her shit. I want her to come up on the panel too. I actually like B Steam too. I like that guy, Alex. Not Alexander Rise, is another guy named Alex. But
I know you're talking about. He just did an interview with Chris.
Yeah, he just did an interview with Chris, and then he did a live today. I like him too. Like it's a lot of people. So you may see him a lot on Twitter because that's how I found him on Twitter.
Did he do the one with Robin?
Yeah, he did an interview with Robin too. Yeah, I like him as well. So that's just basically how it goes. Like I like working with other YouTubers and shit like that. So
there's another YouTuber in the comments, B Stoke Styling. She's a YouTuber as well.
Yeah, I like her too, and I know that she be watching my stuff as well. Well, of course she do. She's in here, so I like her too. So you know, so I like working with other YouTubers and giving everybody a platform to speak and be seen. That's just really what it's all about for me. Now I know I've talked too much, so Josiah, if you have any closing remarks before we end this live, you can go ahead and speak your piece too before we go.
Oh no, I'm good.
All right, then. Well, okay, you guys, that's it. We've been talking a lot, and we will see you guys next Monday. Josiah, would you mind hosting it next Monday?
Next Monday? Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so we got confirmation that Josiah gonna host it. Sakina ain't got her damn tutoring yet, so she can't host it yet. But you know, Josiah will host it next week.
So Josiah, since we coming over to your house, okay, I'm gonna need for you to have some ratchet ass drinks. Okay, I'm gonna need some OE. Okay, I'm gonna need some Loco. All right, I'm gonna need all that shit. I'm gonna need Colt 45. Okay, we're gonna need some hot wings. Okay.
Oh Lord.
I'm just saying. All right, I need to be comfortable.
But we'll be over on Josiah's channel next Monday or whatnot, and Brandi and Chocolate Beauty. I may ask one or both of you guys to come up here with us if need be. I will. So be on the lookout because I just might. Okay. So with that being said, y'all, we are up out of here for tonight. Thank you guys for watching. We had over 400 people in the building tonight, and that is a blessing and everything else. So we up out of here, y'all. Peace out.